Hello guys, and welcome to the second episode of the Brutal Brotherhood campaign. We are so excited to have you guys here tonight. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since we last left off. And yeah, we hope that you guys have a lovely time with us. Anything else you guys here wanna say before we jump on? Nope, that's fine.
None of us are doing anything ever.
Ever, no problem. So, I can just ask you guys, so what happened in the last session?
Thean had a lovely little moment with Diffle. Little parenting moment. And they got shot.
Oh, yeah! So, we had like 2 parent moments. As Eden was like a parent to Diffle, and Aldion like taught Seed how to like help him cook.
Yes. And then we got our badges.
Tried to help Theoden after work almost done.
Oh yeah, we fought like a group of rogues or something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got our patches.
Because we're on our way to go meet I forget his name, but it's a king who sent us the letter asking for our services, I think.
Yes.
The campaign ended with us entering the kingdom.
King Richard.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ricard.
Yeah.
Ricardo. Yeah. Okay, definitely. Dick? No, you can't say that yet. How dare you? How dare you? He's a nice dick.
That's the nickname for Richard.
Yeah, I know.
He's a kingly dick.
He's a king. He's a kingly penis.
Oh,
Aurora.
Please don't say that.
That's going in the quotes. That's going in the quotes.
This stream is PG-13.
It's
No,
not.
it's not.
No, fuck
No,
off.
it's not.
It's not.
Is it?
The amount of times that
It's
we
not.
swear and with the sexual innuendos, and I even put on YouTube
I don't
that
fucking
this is
swear.
I've never fucking swore in my goddamn life.
Oh man, you guys
I
are.
sure as hell don't talk
Watch
about
your
fucking
fucking
sex.
mouth.
Oh mate, I just love that you guys get freaked out when I say. I'm not gonna say it again because apparently, you're all. Oh my goodness, I heard a little notification. I thought I'd.
Oh, shit, it was me.
Was that you?
Yeah, let me do that real quick.
No, that's okay. Mute
We
server.
all get freaked
21.
out though.
There we go.
Because we're just so not used to you saying stuff like that.
Oh god.
Yeah,
just
you're
get
always like
shocked.
talking super sweet about things.
Yeah.
I
You're
am.
always like
How
so
soon would
put
we go on
together
stream?
and like so like nice and well spoken and just everything. And so whenever you say something like that, we're all like, whoa, whoa.
You
prepared.
guys haven't seen me at my worst, is all I'm gonna say. And my boyfriend's in the chat, he would know.
Ooh.
Okay. So, let's get started on our
game
session. The game begins. So
Legume.
Legume. So the last thing that happened. Oh, I was gonna have my fancy light. I'll do it later. The last thing that happened was that you guys entered the actual castle of King Lionheart in the Kingdom of Braveland. What you see before you is a absolutely beautiful corridor. It is lined with huge portraits of previous kings before, all of them elven. You can also see, since most of you know that this kingdom is known for its military and its defenses, that you see weapons that were like almost like memorabilia in glass casket as well, like underneath some of these portraits. You see swords and also wizard's books and everything, and you see, if you guys see closer, you see, for example, the last stab made from that, and the last spell that ended this war was from this book made by this king, and they are very proud of their history and their lineage. It takes almost a bit of a while to get to where you would guess would be the throne room, as the corridor just seems like it's going on forever with all of these portraits. You see also, as you walk, beautiful like spiral staircases on each side. You see people with books, and you see people that seem like soldiers as well as scholars. And it, compared to the Kingdom of Selenius, that was very much against magic, Kingdom of Braveland is very much for. As you definitely see a lot of people, you know, scholars and students as well, of all types of ways. You also see different races as well, so it does look like the kingdom does welcome everyone, even though it is mostly an elven kingdom. As you walk through the doors to the throne room, a beautiful, majestic man stands before you. Elf, of course, I mean. He has beautiful dark skin, his eyes almost like honey as the sun hits it beautifully, his hair long and slicked back, with braids on braids and golden rings that make it, you know, show that he is definitely a wealth, and he definitely takes care of how he looks like. Though he is sitting down, you definitely see that this is a tall man, and you definitely think that he could definitely be 6'5" when he stood up. He is wearing a beautiful, he's wearing a beautiful robe, almost, of gold and red, like dark red, with the sigils of a lion embroidered around the cuffs of his cuffs of it, as well as like on the right hand of the chest. As he sees you, it's almost like you are welcomed by a long-lost friend, as his charisma and warmth just oozes out of him as he gives you a brilliant smile. He does know exactly who you are, as he did talk to the king in the Kingdom of Selenius, as he looks at you guys and says, I'm gonna explain this because I cannot do it, sadly, since I have a female voice, but in my head he has a very bassy, very beautiful ringing voice.
You do be looking.
Oh my god.
Thank you, hold up the graphic.
Vita and Aldian are like looking at each other and like,
yeah.
Yes, man.
As he stands, yeah, as he stands up to greet you guys, you can again see him, this beautiful high elf, as he smiles brilliantly at you, like, we've been wondering where you guys were. Welcome to the Kingdom of Braveland. I'm so glad that you guys could come here at such short notice. I didn't know if the boy that I sent the message to would even gather you, but would even get to you, but luckily fate was on our side this time.
You are very handsome.
He gives you a little chuckle as he bows, like a little, well, thank you, kind Dragonborn, that I appreciate that. And then he gives you a little cheeky smile. He's like, well, I did try a new skin routine not long ago, so I'm glad it's working out.
it's working out quite perfectly, honestly.
Thank
10
you.
out of 10.
He walks down, since there are stairs that are, he's like sitting on his throne, and he walks down the stairs, down this beautiful like tapestry that almost like goes in an arrow, so he stands unto the end of that arrow. And he looks at you. You can definitely see that this man, even though he is a king and most of the kings, do strategy when it comes to war, he was definitely, you definitely see in his body that he was a soldier.
Oh my god. I'm in love with this man!
So he comes up to you and he says, well, I do not think that a personal matter that I have asked you to should be discussed here in a throne room. If you could follow me here into where I have my meetings, if you wouldn't mind. As he gestures to one of the doors on the side. It has like a beautiful like gilded door, as one of the servants opens up for you guys and also gestures to you guys to get in.
I'm following that man directly.
I am also.
Bro,
I'm
running.
going in
on
the
his
room.
heels.
He can do whatever he wants to me.
We're all just
I
like,
know.
yeah, hello, okay.
Theoden is like looking at his back and looking at his ass, back at his back, and then back at his ass. Like it's.
You can't really
I
see.
wanted the
You can't
toe
really
tag.
see his ass because of the
No, but, like,
but you can
he can
imagine
imagine it.
You can imagine
Oh,
it.
we can imagine it.
honey.
While we're walking,
Oh, but why wouldn't you
Albion,
give
like,
him an ass thick enough to be able to see it through the room? Why would you nerf him like this?
while we're walking into the room, Albion, like, very lightly taps Theoden on the shoulder and goes, eyes up!
Like Aldion's doing better.
Albion is looking respectfully. Okay?
It's just so looking.
Theoden is not.
Theoden just looks over and he's like, "I'm sorry. It's just mesmerizing. I can't help myself."
Oh my gosh. As you guys walk into what you would guess is the strategy war room, there are beautiful carved, it's like an oval table and matching chairs with beautiful with beautiful carvings on top, like with trees and flowers. And even though this is a like this kingdom is very known for its military defenses, you do see like outside of the big windows where the sun is shining, you do see loads of trees and flowers. So it seems like they still do like try to preserve as much life, even though, you know, war is destruction. So there are definitely loads of like embroideries and details of flowers and trees in this war room. He sits, of course, at the head of the table, which is, of course, a lot more richer carved seat. As he sits down, again, gestures to you guys to take a seat next to him.
Do I fit in any of the chairs?
Yeah, they're quite big. They're quite
Okay,
big
cool.
chairs. That shouldn't be a problem at all. They
I'll
are,
take a
again,
seat.
it's a war room, and they are trying to be accommodating, you know, for allies as well, if there are more. As he sits down, and the door closes, his warm look almost becomes a bit saddened as he takes a deep breath. I know that the reason that you guys came here today is because of a letter that I sent you regarding my son. Sadly, he was abducted not long ago by one of the people that are trying to take over this kingdom or take a hold of what we have and years built, thousands of years built on this land. How it came to be, when you think of a kingdom as strong as this one, there was someone on the inside that betrayed us. We found out too late was helping the other side. They, with a very clever ruse, they got my son out of there without all of us knowing, and we didn't find out until the next morning, wherein his bed was empty. As you maybe see why I did ask you guys to perhaps help, since you guys so bravely rescued Princess Liliana from that horrible vigilante in the kingdom of Selenius. I thought maybe, after I talked to the king, King Selenius, that you guys would be the best people for the job. Isn't that correct?
You're absolutely correct. Yes.
Absolutely correct.
Absolutely correct.
We were very brave.
Yes. Correct.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
considering for brave land. Only the bravest could have brave land.
He like gives a little chuckle as he like gives you a little. He appreciates a little dad joke. You Diffle.
Oh my god, I love him so much.
As he picks out a map. I'm gonna give you a map next session because I didn't have the time to make one this time. But I'm gonna explain it to you. Next session you'll get a beautiful little map. He gives you a map as Braveland is quite like not Midlands, but like it's quite in the middle of like the continent that you are, as he points to one of the southern countries. And he says, the only thing that we know is that he was sent here, that he's around here somewhere. One of our majors cleverly got through with a message asking him to explain the senses of his surroundings. And the things that we did gather was sand, heat, a smell of incense, and lavender, which does, which sadly confirmed our suspicions with which country are trying to either blackmail us or threaten his life for something they want in return. The reason
Are we quite sure that it's a country doing this and not some third party that maybe wants to start something between the two of you?
He looks at you like, again, that is also a possibility, which we do not know. Right now, we just have to think of every single option. The reason why none of my own men are doing this is because right now I do not trust anyone from my own to do this after the horrible incident with the traitor we had last time, which we of course got, but we have no idea how many others there are. That is why I am hoping to hire you. I'm sorry, I did not quite catch your names. He looks at you, Seed, gesturing like, sorry, what was your...
They call me Seed.
Seed? Like the tree?
No.
Oh. Not a cedar tree?
No.
No. It's something else. They didn't tell me, but something else.
Well, Seed, named from something else. It's very nice to meet you. And it goes down. So he looks at you, Theoden.
I'm still reeling about the seed.
Melody has 2 brain cells.
That's okay.
What do I do?
Okay. My name is Theoden, Your Highness.
Theoden.
Yes.
Which kingdom are you from, Theoden?
Let's just say that it's one that's no longer around, but I don't think if I said the name of it that you would quite remember it. It's not a great one.
He nods and was like, yes, I'm not thinking of anything right now, but if you want to talk about it, do tell me. I do love hearing, things from other kingdoms, traditions and everything, if you'd want to share some from your own. He looks down at you, Taruk.
I'm called Taruk, but you can call me whenever you want.
He smiles and nods. You two seem to sense that he is used to this.
Theoden is in the corner. He just went where he was not expecting that.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
And then he goes to you, Aldion.
All for you, Seed.
I am Aldion.
Aldion. Amazing. And then he looks down at you, Diffel. And he says, and you're the funny one.
What was my name again?
Megan.
That's Diffel.
Not gonna lie, I forgot what my character's name was.
Diffel, baby! It's okay.
Diffel!
Oh,
It's okay,
Yeah.
those things happen when you get flustered. Just play with it.
my name is Dimple.
He smiles.
Dimple! Sorry, excuse me.
He's no need to apologize, as he smiles and nods. And he takes out a contract as he starts writing things down. He starts writing all of your names, and he looks gently up and asks, and the name of your party, if you do have one, of course.
Of course we have a name. It's the Brutal Brotherhood.
Yeah,
We have badges.
Yeah, I'm waving my badge while Eden says that.
As you wave your badge, Aldion, you see a tiny bit of the thread coming loose.
Oh no.
Darling, you'll have to fix that.
Because they were quite childishly made by the people that you stole it from.
I don't know how to sew.
This Theoden, dear. I'm Theoden. Jesus. Aldion, dear. Aldion, dear. We're all so flustered we don't know anyone's name.
Why are we so bad at D&D?
This king one-shot
We're
killed us.
stupid!
He is the kingly penis! Oh my gosh! Okay, Dimple didn't say that was bees, okay? That was not Dimple.
I got that. I got that. That's fine.
Okay.
It's over. We already lost.
Stream's over. Stream's over. This is it.
So much for tuning in.
Anyway,
We
what I was
gotta-
trying to say,
Oh my.
Peter's gonna turn to Aldion. Yeah, just hand it to you. I'll fix it for you.
As he like writes everything down. I hope that an agreement can be made. Money-wise, I know
Yes.
that you guys. It's like, oh yes. So you're the one who's handling maybe the party's treasure or business?
No, that's Theoden.
Oh, okay, right. Since you will be traveling for quite down, and a lot of the things you will be, when you get down there, you will be trying to, you know, shoot in the dark situation, which is quite a scary thing to do. Yeah, it's not a good thing to be in your shoes, and I do apologize for asking all of you this, but some things are meant to be done. I would like to grant you each 5,000 gold if you get my son back. Of course, you will get 2,000 up front, and then you will get 5,000 on top of that if you get him back. If you don't get him back, and you have at least, you know, you find him, but he stopped in his tracks, not wanting to say the word that's slipping into his head. If you hear any unfortunate news, you will still be granted some money for all of the troubles that you probably went through to get that information. As he writes down his signature, he takes down like a wax seal, rolls it up, and with a golden silk ribbon, tightens it and gives it to you, Theoden.
Okay, I take it from his hands and put it in my pocket.
Yes.
Do I have pockets?
Yeah, you do have
I
pockets.
have pockets.
You can
I
choose.
put it in my pocket.
Does Theoden have pockets?
Yes, Theoden has pockets.
Roll for pockets.
A roll for pocket. Yes, Seed.
This is a lot of money.
He looks at you.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, shut up, shut up.
No, it's fine. It's good to question things that are just given to you. It is a noble thing and a very brave one. He looks at you. He is my only son. The only thing that I have left. And I will do anything in my power to get him back.
Would I ask a few questions?
Of course.
Well, first of all, do you have anything, a painting or imagery of your son so that we can know what he looks like?
Of course. He takes out, he goes up from his chair and goes to one of the, cabinets as he takes out a, round painted, a round painting of, as you can see, a young boy. He looks very much like his father, though he is a bit more slender than his father, because it's still the same dark skin, the same beautiful, golden honey eyes, but instead of his hair being slick and black like his father's, his hair is curly and beautiful.
When you said he was young, how young?
Yeah, how old does he look?
He definitely looks like he is 12. He's
the dad minds.
He's a
The dad
kid.
minds. We're like, how old is this child?
Upon seeing that, Aldion just looks a little nervous while looking at the painting, and he turns back to the king and he's like, is there any chance he was taken by a cult?
He again sighs and I have no idea. But I do know kind of where they are from the description that he got us. Now, sadly, we have tried to send messages again, but they found out that we were doing such and have incredibly strong magical barriers, so we cannot contact him through that.
After this, answer, Aldion, clearly looks a little bit uncomfortable with this news.
Theoden,
Wait,
he
let
kind of
me
leans up.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't see that you're uncomfortable.
Okay. Theoden kind of leans up and he's like, so, You said that it was someone inside the castle that helped.
Mm-hmm.
Is he or she or they still in the castle and questioned, or have you disposed of them already?
He just, his eyes go a tiny bit dark, not by what you're saying, but by the thought of the man, as he's like, well, let's just say that he is hanging from a very beautiful tree at the moment. As a warning.
So he's unable to answer questions. Got it.
Let's just say that when something as terrible as that happens, we do send a message.
Understandable, Your Majesty. Were you able to get any information out of them beforehand, or did they just
Only
keep
that
quiet about it all?
he admitted everything that he did, every single plan and how they did it. He was almost proud of what he did, sneering and smiling as if it was he knew that what I was going to do to him. I'd known him for a while. Even considered him a friend.
That is unfortunate. I am so sorry. Was this person from his kingdom originally, or
One more time?
did they come from... Was this person originally from this kingdom?
Oh yes, they were. That is why we did not suspect a thing, and my heart was quite broken when I found out that he had concocted this plan.
Do they have rooms here that we could look around, maybe try to find some clues or some maybe correspondence between other parties?
Of course, you can stay here as long as you'd like. If you need anything more for the travels, I will gladly give that to you, but of course the sooner you get going the better. But if you'd like to stay here for a couple of days just to gather everything you need, you are very much welcome to do so. And one of my servants will also show you to his room.
Would you happen to know anyone that could sell health potions? That might come in handy.
We might need that.
Definitely. He cocks his head. I think you'll find the the person you're looking for in the garden at the moment, as he chuckles to himself a bit. As he's like, Nadia, he says, showing to another beautiful high elf. Even though she looks like a servant, she's definitely one of a higher class and higher sort, as instead of wearing servant's clothes, she is wearing beautiful silks, again in the gold and red of the kingdom's crest. She as well has ebony black hair in two braids. Though her skin isn't as dark as the king's and the sun's, it definitely has a beautiful sun-kissed tan. And she looks and yes, Nadia will be the one helping you throughout this. If you have any questions, she's the one to ask.
Thank you.
Yeah. If there's any more questions as well while we're here?
No? Does anyone else have questions?
No.
No. I think it's best if we go ahead and get started.
As every one of you rise up from your seats as well as he does, you see there was a door behind the king that opens, as you can see a man with the crest of the hand of the king coming in. He is not as tall as the king himself and has olive skin with piercing green eyes, almost slinted, as he goes up to him, leaning a hand on his shoulder and whispering something in his ear. He's like, "Thank you. I'll be right there. Well, I'll see you guys around. Again, thank you so much for everything." As he goes up, and as they walk, you can see the hand of the king giving the King Lionheart a peck on the cheek as they walk out.
Oh,
I'm so soft.
So are we following
You're following
to the garden now?
Nadia stands there and so what do you guys want to do?
We would like supplies for the travel.
Alright, and you wanted health potions, was it?
Primarily, yes.
She again cocks her head. Follow me. As she
Oh boy.
goes over to the
This
garden.
can't be good.
As we're walking,
That's a
Théoden kind of
good
like walks up
reaction.
next to her.
Let me just...
And he's like, so, Nadia was it?
Sorry? No, oh, not...
So
yeah.
Théoden walks up. Yes. No, he walks up to her and goes, so, Nadia was it?
Yes. Yes, that's my name, sadly. Not the best name.
Sadly.
I wish I had something better, you know. Nadia? Really? I mean, it's just because it's my mother's name and the mother's name before her. It would be nice if it was something I don't know, fun.
We
I don't know, I think it's quite a strong name.
Oh,
But,
strong. Strong it is, yes. Oh well.
yes. Oh well.
As she's a bit like very nonchalant, like doesn't really care. She's just doing what she's told. As she I'm trying to find like the perfect little sound for this. As you guys go to the garden, you are met by something utterly like an absolute beautiful view. It is beautiful, like a beautiful like tree in the middle. It looks ancient as it like spreads out from like out and like almost shielding every single rose and flower and bush that are like everywhere. There are loads of students as well, as you can see, like just talking to each other and trying different arts, and this is definitely like a hot spot for people that are here for higher learning and here as almost like I was gonna say international students, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So you definitely find a sense that this castle is also almost like an open like arm for universities and people that want just to learn more. In the middle, you see 3 individuals that Nadia like sees and kind of rolls her eyes. What you see there is a girl. There are 2 girls and 1 boy. All of them are actually human. Yeah, there's a horse. Sorry, there's a horse-like thing here.
Okay.
Sorry, there is a... I'm trying to find, like, a garden one, but I can't really... Wait, let me do the forest one here.
I'm
Maybe...
still thinking gladiators.
It's Gladiator.
Yeah.
No, gladiator's
They
fine.
were just
I
following me
promise.
through the kingdom.
Yeah, you can...
Gladiator's just screeching.
It's like, I'm just gonna say,
Just
Rin,
like, I'm
yes,
here,
you can
guys.
marry Nadia. Nadia is... Okay.
Wait, Nadia's single?
She definitely is.
Shit.
Okay, like, we'll talk about that after we get this kid back.
As you see again the 2 girls and the boy, all of the 3 human. As you see this girl with like blonde, like curly, bushy hair with ginger tint in it, yellow, beautiful dress. She has a book in her hand as she is almost like telling a story. You don't really catch what she's saying. In front of her is another young girl with brown hair and a green dress, as next to her is a young boy with black, bushy hair, almost with like an armor. He definitely seems like to be a knight of some sorts, as they are listening to the girl in the yellow dress telling some sort of story to them.
Is it a nameless knight?
As Nadia just points over like, you can talk to the girl in the green dress, she knows what to do.
Alright.
As you approach, you definitely hear the girl in the yellow dress talk about something about a knight and his travels, as the girl in the green dress is like, no, that's not what happened. Not at all. And she looks over, Lysander, that is definitely not what happened. You know that.
I'm gonna cry!
For those who do not know, these are some of our OCs that we've had on TikTok that we've played before.
My heart stopped right now.
As you see the girl with the ginger blonde hair is like, well, of course it didn't happen, but that's exactly what poetry is, isn't it? We have to exaggerate, tell how it's supposed to be. Like, even like the simplest rumor about, you know, someone out there can be literally the biggest, most epic tale there ever is. As you can see them like chuckling, like, no, that's not facts though. That's not, and as they start bickering a bit.
So I'm gonna walk up to them, and like attempt to politely be like, "Excuse me, they were told to ask. I think you." I point to the girl in the green dress about health potions.
Oh, she looks at Nadia like, yeah, of course. I'm the gal, the healer, you might say. She comes up as she dusts her hair, adjusts her dress. Even though the dress is beautiful green silk. Like the sleeves are white. There are still some, as you can see, some stains of blood on it, so that she hasn't quite gotten out. As she comes up and reaches a hand, I'm like, I'm Hermia. It's very nice to meet you. How many healing potions?
I gently take her hand and I shake it. Aldion.
Right, amazing. As you can see, like the girl in the yellow dress and the boy in the which you heard his name was Lysander. Turn is like. The girl with the book is like, I was in the middle of a story though, Hermia, I kind of need you to like, and she's like, no, it's fine, it's fine, I'll just do this and I'll be right back.
You can wait till the story is over.
Yes, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, we can read, listen.
Yeah,
I can't read, so I like hearing stories.
She like gives you like a brilliant smile, like, really?
Of course.
Well, sit down, as she starts like flipping through the book, and she's like, so, as she starts telling this story about a knight that fell in this like wonderful, like not wonderful, in this huge siege. Before then, when he fell, he met a beautiful healer that healed him up again, as they shared wonderful tender moments of flowers and letters, as he sadly had to go back to fight another war. She was left behind, not knowing if he was alive or not, again sending him letters and flowers as a reminder of her love and that she will one day find him again. One day he did not reply to the messages, as she waited horribly and angstfully for something that never came. She then decides that instead of trying to wait for a letter that maybe would never arrive, she would go and try to find him again, which she did. She then got hired by a princess to be the court's healer, not knowing the drama and the horrors that might happen in that court, as they talk about treason and magic and being as the healer takes the fall for the princess's misfalling and gets shunned from the castle. She's like, that's as far as I've gotten, but it's a very beautiful story. And Hermia sits there like, it's not exactly what happened, this is quite over dramatic. And Lysander's like, yeah, like we're not really either like ranting together either, we're just like friends. So it's a bit, Hermia's like, you can see Hermia's a bit like, sure, just friends.
Lysander's like, I've never seen a pretty girl.
as the girl in the yellow dress jumps down, is like, well, I am glad you liked my story.
Very good.
This is quite good.
Very
One of the
good at
best I've
telling
heard
stories.
yet.
As she takes her arm out, like, my name's Hurst, by the way.
Hurst.
That's a unique name. Where's it come from?
I have no idea. I just gotten it, to be honest. And I kind of like it. It kind of sounds poetry, written by Hurst, made by Hurst.
I like it. It's quite unique. Fits you perfectly.
Thank you. I think so too. As Hermione's like, well, we've got health potions to make. As she, this way. As you go and follow follow the girl in the green dress as the knight and the poet are by underneath the tree. Again, sharing stories as you hear Lysandra's like, actually, can you make it a bit less romantic? As you go down.
I love that.
My face hurts from smiling so much.
That just made my heart so happy.
I thought you guys would appreciate that.
We do.
Yeah, as you guys go down to what looks like a potions room, she leads you where there are like flowers and herbs like hanging from the ceiling, and there are definitely like bloody bandages everywhere. This is definitely a healer's room, and as you can see, there is some truth to the story that she is. You can definitely feel like, though she is young, she's the court healer.
Definitely experienced.
Definitely experienced. Sadly, at a young age, but very much experienced. There are piles of books everywhere as well. Actually, guys, make a perception check for me, please.
My first roll with my new dice.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one should I use, guys? Should I use the Vax ones or should I use the Joker one?
Yeah.
Joker.
At the same time.
Vax one, no.
Vax one gets higher. Alright.
I got an 8. I don't see shit.
One!
Oh no.
You're still thinking about the king, Theoden. Seed, what did you get?
Yeah, that sounds
Very
right.
I got an 8.
8,
I don't see
okay.
shit.
Tariq,
We do not see.
15.
15.
We do not see. We do not see.
Aldion,
16.
16. B? I didn't hear you.
15.
15. Okay, 15.
5.
So, the two of you are just, one of you are thinking about the king, the other one is a bit, like, overwhelmed by it. Especially you, Seed, you're like, oh, you pay some knowledge. Like,
I'm like living it all out of my book.
you're trying to, but because you rolled quite low, you're a bit, like, overwhelmed. You don't really know what to start with. They're like, oh god, there's herbs, and then there's books, and then there's, oh my god, is this blooded bandages? Is that what? You just become a bit, like, doesn't know quite where to put things down.
Yeah.
The rest of you...
I'm in the back like, yeah.
Yes. As the three of you that roll 15 and higher, you definitely see... I was like, I don't know why, I can hear someone's trying to send me messages, and it's... I'm just going to try to mute everything, because I can hear it, and I think the stream can hear it as well. There you go, mute server. There you go. Okay. Hopefully it'll be fine now. You definitely see that the night, that there was definitely like a couple of sleepless nights here. There is like a bedding and a pillow in the corner. There are books, thrown about everywhere. There are vials and potions and scribblings of like ink, like spilt ink on paper and books. As you now see also on her hands that her forearms are quite ink stained, looking like she is quite hard at work and doesn't take many breaks. As you guys enter, as she starts taking things down, another young girl enters in a bit more like casual wear, as like blonde, long, frizzy hair. As she just, as she looks around, is like, oh, like doesn't really know what to do. It's like, Hermia, when did we get
Hello.
She like looks and like, hi. Looks you Theoden up and down.
And who are you?
Who are you?
I asked you first.
Well, I asked you second.
Well, I'm taller, so therefore I go first.
Well, you're taller, but apparently more ego. She goes for like, I'm not gonna answer to someone like you, as she just walks past you, and goes
I'm
over to
Aldion.
Anya.
And I go look at her. I'm like, what's her name? What's that one's name?
So the girl with the blonde hair looks at you, Aldion, like, how very lovely to meet you, Aldion. My name is Merlin. As she goes over to Hermia.
Matched. Gosh.
Oh, you're gonna make me put on my armor and bring back this tag.
Oh my god, please.
I'll bring it back.
her costume
I'm
sitting
just gonna
right
put.
next
I hope
over there.
Nathan and Phoenix are okay. I hope you don't feel left out because I just wanted to bring some.
Watched this time before.
I don't make OCs, it's fine.
Don't say that. I have other plans for you. Don't you worry, darling. As
No.
That's not a good thing. I would be scared, Phoenix.
I do not wish to be perceived.
Let me see. As you guys, let me see inside. There we go. As you guys see, Hermia and Merlin, as her name was, gathering vials and herbs and everything to make a couple of health potions. Yeah, you guys, just see them hard at work. Like, Hermia definitely knows what she's doing, and Merlin, though she has a bit more bite to her, is more than an apprentice, trying to learn from each other, and it seems like they've been working with each other for a while, since they have a really nice rhythm, and even though Merlin does ask a couple of questions, Hermia's quite patient, explaining things to them and to her, and like letting her do other stuff. So it seems like what you gathered, those four, that little group, are quite close.
Theoden's gonna be in the corner and he's like, is everyone in this castle so young? Is that like a thing here, or is it just you four?
Hermia looks back. Oh, well, most of us, are just students. I'm sadly full-time healer, which is, you can just see like a little twitch a lot. But especially with magic users everywhere, not that I'm against it, they just hurt themselves all the time because they are trying new things, and then they explode things, and then there was one time this wall fell down and there were like 15 injured, and one I needed to like revivify of some sorts, and I don't even know magic, so that was very experimental. That is the only thing that kind of like, it is, she like sighs like, this is a great place of learning, mostly because of the famous library they have here specifically for us, for those who do magic. And that is why there's so many.
Why you're stressed though. Theoden gets hurt a lot too.
Right?
It's not like I mean to get hurt. It just happens.
Merlin looks at you, Theoden, and she's like, is it because you just open your mouth and people start punching you? Because it just feels like that's the thing.
It is that. It is exactly that.
Theoden just looks at me eyes
Putting
and
that on
he's
the
like,
head.
sometimes adults like getting punched in the face, darling. You'll learn about it one day.
Sure.
And then he turns back to Hermia and he goes, so any of you four, and he kind of like looks at Merlin, very close with the prince? Was he a magic user as well, or did you just not be in the same circles?
Like, Hermia kind of shrugs, like, well, he was quite healthy, so I never saw him really. But she kind of looks at you guys. Oh, you don't know, do you? I probably should.
I don't know anything.
And Merlin hits her like, when you say you don't know, do you? People want to know more. It's like, I just don't.
Exactly. Theoden's like, finally, yes, I agree with her. We want to know more.
I just say, like, I lean in towards, like, Seed and Diffle, and I go, I don't know many things.
Neither
General.
Do I?
She goes a bit closer, like, trying to look around. Well, it's kind of like, not a very spoken thing, like, everyone knows it, because everyone just knows it. So that it's never really spoken. But the prince? Well, I mean, technically, how do I... He can...
Say it, just say it.
Ooh. He can't see. But
So he's blind.
Not quite. So he can't see, but he can see.
That's why the king said when they got in contact with him, he could sense things, but he couldn't tell them what was around him.
Most likely, yes.
Okay.
So, but
Is he blind or not blind? I don't understand.
No, that's the thing. He's not. He can't.
So he sees with other things.
Yes. She's like
He has
really
a high
trying.
sense.
She's really trying to like. So he can't. The thing is, we just don't understand it, because it seems like he can't really see anything physically in front of him, but there are times he could see things that were to come that he would not be able to see because how would he know how a carriage or like a horse would look
So you can see the
like?
future.
I think so.
Like
Like the thing is, she's like, the thing is, none of us know.
All right.
None of us
Well,
know.
did you want to say something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
So was it kind of like where he can sense the vibrations around him?
He is definitely
That's what
quite.
you can see.
Well, he's definitely
that's
really
so
good.
cool.
No, he's definitely really good at like knowing where things are. But like he can. There are sometimes like he would know that things were going to happen, but he knew exactly what the color blue was, which is impossible if you've never seen the color blue.
So he was born like this. He wasn't. It didn't happen to him somehow.
No, he was definitely born like this. But that's the thing, like. But we didn't really understand because he would be like, oh, there's a man in a blue cloak gonna come over, and we'd be like, how would you know that the color was blue when you've never seen the color blue before? You know, it's quite difficult to explain.
So
Is he a magic user? Or
Magical foresight.
Well, we just don't know. He's like 12. You know,
Everything I can't explain, I blame on magic.
Well, he was
As
12.
do I, and I use it.
He was 12. We didn't want to put him to any, like, things that would make him uncomfortable, and maybe we would try to find those answers when he was older. You know, you don't want to put someone through, like, questions and make them question their own sanity and stuff, because that is not healthy for a child. At least that's
it's
what...
not.
Yeah, so we just let him live, and if he said something of interest, we would note it down and see if that would actually happen, without really trying to question too much of how.
You don't understand children.
At all?
Sorry.
You didn't question him at all?
Oh, we did question it at first, but when it became quite clear that he was, the things we could see was happened later on, we definitely listened more and thought, okay, there's something there. It's just like, you know, the details of things that just don't... It just doesn't... Like, how can you know something? And, well, I know you can, like, see... Some people can see the future in premonitions, but how can you see something when you've never been able to see? Do you get me?
Get you.
I understand you.
Feel you. That's very legal to feel that way.
Yeah, and which is why I think, you know, the king is also...
Has there been anyone else like him in the kingdom before that we had know of, a record of?
No, I've been trying to look through the like records and everything as well, because I thought it was quite strange.
Maybe it's too bad.
Is this public information that your prince is like this?
It is not public per se, but everyone knows but doesn't talk about it.
I'm assuming.
So-
It's an unspoken thing.
Yes.
So let's say, in hypothetical reasons,
Yes.
if someone from the castle decided to let things slip, that a certain prince could be able to predict the future, as we could put it simply,
Yes.
and tell that to another neighboring kingdom that you're at war with, that would be a good enough reason for them to try to kidnap him in order for them to utilize him as a tool.
Bingo.
Gotcha.
Oh, well, I mean, at least that's a good sign that he's probably not dead.
Yes. At least that gives him some reason for him to be alive.
Which is, well, hopefully he's quite a sweet kid, but he's just really sad. These things shouldn't happen to anyone, especially kids. You know. She
Most definitely.
nods, and Merlin's like, well, I finished one health potion if you guys are finished talking. She like shoves it into your chest, Theoden, like 1,
Oh,
and then gives
thank
gives one nicely to you, Aldion. 2.
Thank you.
You guys can come back tomorrow.
he didn't
for
like
the
grabs
rest
his
of the
chest. Wait, what? I think that's my bruise.
3. Well, I hope so, but don't come back here to let us heal anything. The rest of you can get your healing potions tomorrow. We just need to pick a few extra herbs and everything, if that's okay.
Try not to fight today.
She like looks down at you, like at all 3 of you, like, is that cool? You can come back tomorrow, right?
Yes, take your time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I think Hermia's like, I think Nadia is at least waiting for you upstairs if you guys wanted to see anything more before maybe, I don't know, going to the town.
Nice. Cool. Okay. So I think that's the time where we all leave. As Theoden turns to leave, he looks at Merlin and he like gives her a little wave. He's like, bye.
She gives him the finger.
Aldion like
Theoden turns around.
Oh my gosh!
Aldion puts a hand on Theoden's shoulder and goes, "Stop harassing the children."
I'm not harassing her. I like her. I like her energy. Called spite.
She's spunky. She's spunky.
Exactly. She's got so much of a backbone, it's halfway up her ass. It's beautiful.
Lord.
Don't
I
question
think
it.
that's where you're supposed to go.
Don't question Theoden, okay? He's just having a moment. He was... Brain empty, no think. Brain empty, no think. He's been harassed by a child. Just let him go.
He's been harassed by a
Don't
duck,
focus.
a child with a
Child, a tiny goblin.
tiny goblin.
You know what? Theoden's here. He's the resident twink. He's the looks of the campaign. Nothing more. Nothing more.
Theoden's here. This is turning Horatio. I won't stand for it.
Anyway, Nadia. Where's Nadia?
Nadia's like upstairs, just like looking at her nails, waiting for you guys. Like, okay, great, amazing. So, where do you want to go?
Library?
Library?
I want to go to the prince's, not princess rooms, the perpetrator hanging person's room to see if there's any clues or anything.
Well, he didn't stay at the castle though. He had his own little house outside, like where everyone else kind of lives. He wasn't living in the castle.
But he was a friend of the king.
He was a friend of the king. Yeah.
Has anyone looked as he has murdered or killed for?
Would we be able to go look at that house, or is that off limits somehow?
You can probably try. I mean, it's not off limits. It's just she kind of rolls her eyes. People are kind of like, every time something like this happens, not every time because this never happened, but they kind of look at the house as like cursed now. She's like really like, it's not really that though. Just superstition, really. It's just superstition. Like, don't even. They just say like there's like a beast hanging out in the night, which is definitely not happening because they are just absolutely paranoid. So.
Well, if you'd be kind enough to show us what that is, I think some of us would like to go look at that.
Fine. She like looks at you, see, did you want to go to the library or did you want to join the crusade to the boring house?
I can go to the house. It's fine. It's good.
And would you like me to go to the library with you? I can go to the library with you.
Theoden turns
Yeah,
it.
I'll
He's
go
like,
to the
take him to the
library with
library.
you.
Take him to the library.
Let's go to the library. We're going to the library.
Okay. The two of you then go to the library as the rest of you follow Nadia to the townhouse. Not townhouse, that's different, but the house that's in the town.
house that's in the town.
The house that is in the town. Okay, let's first do the library. As actually make a perception check just to see if you can find it.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah, you don't have a
Both of
guy.
us are just
Starting off.
Both of you would be nice.
Oh.
I got 4.
Aldion, you don't really, again, you've never been around libraries, you don't really know what to look for when it comes to libraries, but it does take you guys a minute and a half to then you see to figure out, oh, there are loads of people coming up and down those particular stairs. Let's go up there then, and which is a hunch that you take and will lead you to the library. The difference between this library, the Kingdom of Selene has also had a really, really beautiful library, but this one is 100 times prettier, as when you walk in, everything is made, almost everything except the floor is made of marble. As you walk in, there are like pillars down like in the middle of the library hall, as there are 3 like 3 like stories almost of just different beautiful books, and again with like ladders. You can see it is so huge that the people that are on the top almost look like ants to you. There are rows and rows of tables, and definitely the tables you would see in like normal libraries that are quite worn out and wood, and there's splinters everywhere. These are polished and shiny, and it's almost like you can see your own face in it, if it weren't for the ink spills and the students that are already cramming most of it. Especially you see that there are and like abundance of definitely wizards mostly, and healers, and you also see people that are just there to look at the books, that just come in to see, to find some knowledge, and then go back to their own life. So what are you trying to look for?
I probably like walk in like with a purpose, and then I stop and I look around and I'm just like,
Are you gonna read a book?
I'm going to read so many books, and then I just start running.
Stop running? Where do you start running?
I would like to find history books. I would like to find about like treaties and allies and enemies and like the history of wars. I'm gonna be looking for like.
Definitely, you definitely find that quite easily. There are loads. Are you just finding for this kingdom?
Yeah, I'm looking at this kingdom specifically. What were the things that you mentioned before? It was like sand and lavender and something else.
The things that I mentioned that the boy sensed was sand, heat, the smell of incense, and lavender.
Sand, lavender, and sun. So I'm looking for those I'm looking for mentions of those with the idea that they might be like spell components.
Yeah, no, definitely. So they put up the wards after they got the message through to the boy, to the prince.
Okay.
So they definitely like sent a message to him. Like they were like, able to send a message to him, like find him, send a message. He described the things, but after he did that once, they were never able to send a message again because they put up barriers when they found out, you know.
Cool. Okay. Other than that, do I find any?
I find any? Roll
about, like,
roll an investigation check.
Okay. That's nothing.
How much was it?
I forgot my investigation. It still ends up being an 8, but
you are very much used to reading, of course, because of your thirst of knowledge and stuff, but the books are so old that it's almost dense to read. It is quite a difficult read, and you definitely sense that even just reading 2 pages, your head is starting to hurt, and you're like, oh my lord. And especially like the text is really tiny, like really tiny, so you see that some of the students actually have their own like magnifying glasses, like trying to read those scriptures. So you do try, you do spend like most of the day until I'm guessing the rest of them come back to try and read it, but you don't get much sense, only that sand and heat definitely comes from one of the southern countries in the continent. That's which the king did say. Did you want to roll anything, Aldion?
I can't read.
No, but do you want to roll an investigation check either way?
Can I
perception?
roll to see if there's anything cool?
Yeah, definitely roll a perception check.
I can't read.
At some point during all my reading, I'm gonna go to hey, you don't have to stay here if you don't want to. It was nice of you to join me. You don't have to stay. You can go back.
I'm not leaving you alone in a kingdom.
It's okay. I've been alone.
I'm not leaving you alone in a kingdom.
You
Where
don't have
would you leave them alone?
Stick together. 2 or more.
What did you roll on your perception, Aldion? 13? As your eyes kind of glaze over the boring books, and yeah, marble is kind of cool, I guess. Like, it's big, but it's loads of, you know, trees pressed in other trees, you know, books. You do see, like, something glinting in one of the corners, like one of the, like, oval archways, as you go over there, and you see a beautiful golden armor. It is in, like, a glass box, and it actually... Oh no!
Come back.
Oh, come back, V!
Diffa went, I'm out.
I'm out. I'm not having it. Ooh, I can't see Brooklyn. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the little break thing that we do if we have technical difficulties. So give us 2 seconds. Let me see. There we go. And we're back. Thank you so much for being patient and waiting. So, with the golden armor, you see a lion's crest on the chest. There is like a beautiful, like detailed, like shoulders as well as like almost like every single like at the end and the top of like one bit of like each armor, there is like beautiful like engraving of either flowers or leaves, and like underneath like there's a plaque where it does say King Lionheart's armor during one of his last battles. It does seem like they polished it a lot after a battle, because as a barbarian you would know that battles and wars are brutal and gruesome and hard, so that they got this armor that polished after something probably as brutal and awful as that, it's quite impressive. But now it stands there in the beautiful library as like a reminder of the wonderful things the king has done and of what this kingdom is mostly known for, which is war and winning wars and strategy.
Is it like Henry VIII's armor?
Kind of like Henry VIII's armor.
So it has a huge little cup situation?
A weenie.
Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know, you aren't there, so I can't tell you.
Oh, Aldion! Aldion!
So Aldion's just gonna like stand in front of it, like, admire it. He pauses. He looks down at like his barbarian clothes. He's like, it's back the armor.
Oh.
One day, Aldion. Don't you worry.
One day I'll wear a shirt.
The day he'll wear a shirt. That'll be like...
Until then, my dragon titties are out.
For the whole world to see and to be amazed by.
For the whole world to enjoy.
Alright, let's say you guys in the library. Let's go to the three of you with Nadia going to the house. You walk again through the beautiful gates. You see the guy that opened the gates for you earlier. He gives a nod to Nadia. She gives a nod back, nonchalantly. So you go through, again, the way you came on. You do see Oberon. He seems to have a really lovely time. They've given him some A+ apples, so he's good. And there you can also see like loads of other beautiful horses as well there, so it looks like they definitely take care of their horses, especially, again, with war and military. You need horses that are strong and beautiful and able to carry a full man in armor. Yeah, you go through the market square, take a little turn, take another turn. As the more you go in, the kind of darker it becomes. Nadia kind of shrugs and I don't really understand. how someone who was so close to the king decided to live in such a slum, but I mean he was against the kingdom, so of course he would like not give himself into riches because he's special.
So they were offered.
Oh, definitely. Like, literally, the king was like, come on, don't be a dick. But he was like, no, I'm gonna be a dick. Not, he didn't really say that, but that's like how I would read it.
And remind me, was he a servant or was he just like a passerby and existed in the castle?
No, he was kind of one of the king's closest friends, so the betrayal was like big, you know?
Got it, yeah. How long have they been friends? Was it a lifelong situation or was it a more recent one?
Oh, I think, she like calculates, I think he moved here to this kingdom when the king was like 8, so kind of, yeah. You wouldn't believe it, maybe you do, but the king was quite a rebel when he was a kid, apparently, from what I've read. So those two would like pull pranks on people downtown. They would like, you know, they were quite... him and a couple of other friends were quite thick as thieves, and of course, you know, Lawrence, who is now, you know, the hand of the king, they were also quite close. Now, of course, a lot closer after his wife passed away, but...
when did those two get together?
I think I think it was like 2 years after Prince Philip was born. Because, yeah, I think like 2 years after Prince Philip was born, because his mum died of childbirth. The Queen.
Oh.
So, yeah.
And you seem like you know everything that goes in and out of this court.
Most definitely. Nothing leaves my ears or my eyes. That's just why she like shows over to like the beautiful clothes that she has. I'm regarded as some kind of special. I just like to, you know, read about other people's shit and listen because I like to eavesdrop.
So would you, in your professional opinion,
Ooh.
would you think that this traitor of sorts, could he have been jealous of the king and the King's Hand's relationship?
No, I don't think he was jealous of the relationship. I think he just got bitter after Richard just got better than him at everything. And when they were so close, and then Richard became king, and you know, he got a special son, and you know, he won all of these wars and medals, and you know, he was kind of just seen as, I guess, you know, mediocre compared to him, which he was, because he was kind of pathetic, so duh.
So he was also involved in like the wars and how strategy, and that was he a high-ranking general, or was he?
No. Richard wouldn't let him. He wasn't smart enough, to be honest. Like one time Richard actually tried, and that one time he actually let him like take charge of something, like loads of people died, so that's not gonna happen again, which never happened again. So they're kind of like, they were still friends afterwards because the king forgave him for not knowing any better, but you know.
Alright. Interesting. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you very much for your information.
She like looks at Diffle and Taduk and's like, you guys don't chat much. Is he the chatty one?
Yes.
He is. I just really like listening.
Okay. So you're just gonna let him like talk into my head? Not that I don't mind. I do love questions. I love answering stuff, but it's just, I don't know.
It's your turn to put up with it.
I'll remember that. Thank you.
She actually kind of like, you see it, Taduk, because she like looks at you and she's like facing away from the others, but she does smile a bit of that comment as you continue down.
Well, damn, alright.
So yeah.
Let me flirt with my elf.
I'm trying to do my job. We came here to find a boy, and I'm trying to ask the right questions. Y'all are just here for the ride.
Yes.
It's a group project, and y'all aren't participating.
Oh.
Anyway,
Okay.
back to the creepy house.
You guys are all bisexual disasters. I'm just gonna put it there. Which is funny because most of you aren't even bisexual, which is even funnier.
It's true, but we still fit the bill.
We still fit the bill.
Representation.
You guys see.
No one will ever know who's who either.
Let me see. Village. There we go. As you guys get closer to what you would think is the house that he lived in, you definitely see like scorch marks. You see red paint. You see eggs and disgusting things thrown at the house. Like, people have definitely done shit to the house as like a fuck you, pretty much, to the person that was hung. Actually, can you all make a perception check for me, please?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes,
I got nat 20. I switched dice to the Joker dice.
Yes.
I got nat 20.
Well, I got an 18.
Joker, baby!
That was
You ain't
cool.
letting me down!
What did you get, B?
14.
14? Yeah, all of you see this. So, not... So, as you guys are looking at the house, you do see in the corner... at the corner of, like, your eye... Oh, I didn't mean to do it like that. That was intense. Can I do that one? No? Sorry.
What did we see?
No, it wasn't supposed to be like that.
We're scarred now.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm just gonna do calm. It wasn't supposed to be that dramatic.
What's my elven eye?
It wasn't supposed to be that dramatic, Jesus Christ. I wish I had like a... I think I wish I had like a middle thing, but no way. It's like... Or like... You know? What you see in the corner
Like
of your...
battle music.
Yeah, I was like, that's not what I'm supposed to be...
It was like we're walking into an arena.
Yeah!
I was like,
Yeah! And it was like... Because I
This
wanted...
is house hiding.
I want this creepy or tense, but you see in the corner of your eyes, you do see a tree. And you see, like like loads of like pikes and stuff surrounding the tree, almost improvised, as something hangs, steadily just blowing with the wind. And you...
Is it the same kind of tree from the garden
No.
in the palace?
No, this is a
Random tree.
just a random tree that
Okay.
is now just with the body that you might think whose it is. It's just swaying there almost, and you do feel like almost like a cold chill going down your spine. As
It's
it
like the
def-
body and like
Can't
close
slap
enough
it.
where we can't like see. Ugh.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Anyway,
It's not close enough that you can see the body. You just see the silhouette of it. What did you say, Taruk?
I said, can I use Mage Hand to slap it?
It's too far away.
Ow!
Smack
Later.
it.
Later.
Just keep with that
smack
snake.
it all on the floor. Smack that. Yeah, body.
Let him do a hit.
It's not a
Let him do
pinata.
hit.
It's not a pin. What?
Later.
If he does smack
There'll
it,
be
what if
time.
something falls out? What if something falls out if he smacks it that was in the
His
clothing
organs?
that we don't know about?
Free candy. That's what's
He's not a pinata.
It could be.
If candy falls out, then he's definitely a pinata. That is the definition.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
When he falls out, he's
I'm just gonna
a
put it
pinata.
right there now. I'm gonna stop your
Smack
thought
him
and be like, that's cute,
Right on the ass.
and then
And then, like,
let's
something falls
continue.
out. Not of the ass, but like a pocket.
Oh my
But like a
God.
letter of some sort.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's a good idea. Like, what if he has information on him?
Don't
Exactly.
think they would have searched
What if in
all
the
of his
blind rage?
Or they hunt
I
him?
think you're justifying your desire.
What if they strung him up in
Well,
like
no,
a rage
clearly-
and forgot to check
Clearly
his
not.
pockets?
No.
We talked about this earlier with the king. He talked about it earlier because he was so overcome with emotion. But before any type of like trial or what sort happened, he was instantly hung. He didn't mention any type of situation where they got information out of him. So it was something that was driven purely by emotion, not necessarily by logical thinking. So he could have easily missed something
Check his
or not
pockets.
looked at things because he was so emotional about getting revenge for his son being taken. It's a very logical thought
But since
process.
It's all gross.
Very
we use
logical
Mage Hand
thought,
to do
but
it because he's
that's like,
decomposing
do
and
that.
that's grody.
Anyway, all right, enough of this dead body situation. Let's go look at the house.
You, Theodore, because you rolled a natural 20,
Oh, yes.
you do see, like, it's very faint, but like, you see that there's like the house there, and then there's a little alleyway, and at the side of the alleyway, you do see some scratch marks. It doesn't look human. It almost looks animal-like. That's all I'm gonna say. As
Is this the beast that they were talking about?
As-
Is that what this is?
I don't know. As Nadia opens the door and she's like, "Did you guys want to?" She has like a key to the house. She's like, as she opens, and you're like, "Do you want to go in, or do you just want to stand here and like, you know, look at the view because it's not much to look at."
Inside and take a look around.
Yeah, let's walk in.
Okay. You walk in. You definitely see that there's not much left from the house. Definitely seems like the king got someone to go through his belongings before. But there are definitely still some furniture, some books. It's like 2 stories. So there's like the ground floor where you can see like the kitchen. There is like by the window there is a little study. And on the little study, and then upstairs would definitely be just the bedroom.
Okay, Theoden's gonna go upstairs.
Okay, Theoden goes upstairs. Seed, what do you want? No, Seed, you're not there, so sorry. Taruk, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go to study.
Study, and what do you want to do, Diffle?
I am also gonna go upstairs.
Okay, so let's start with you, Taruk, downstairs. Can you please roll an investigation check for me, please?
Oh, of course. If I can find out what my modifier is.
It's all there waiting for you.
+1. Excellent. Okay, so that's going to bring us all the way up to 15.
15, that's pretty good. So the books that you see, definitely in this study, you see loads of books with like something with like the kingdom's history. You do see some like scraps of like what's left at least of some diaries. Most of them, it seems like, as you can see with the shifted dust, there was books that definitely were his, like the rest of his like diary collection. So this man definitely liked to read. You can also see loads of on this study as well, on the desk. You see lots of ink stains, dried up like feather pens. As some of the little cupboards are opened as well. You don't really see anything in particular, but if there's anything you want to look at further, you can definitely try that.
Can I go through the books that he has out there, the diaries and such, and try and see if I can find any like either like spare scratch paper or whatever,
So
any kind of correspondence he may have had.
Yeah, so definitely the books that are left. Because most of them have been taken, most likely by people that work for the king. The diaries that are left are definitely from his earlier ages, round when he was a teenager. So what you do see is a very good, like where he speaks very highly of the king as his best friend, and also of the other guy. But there are now a bit like newer, not really newer, but you see a bit fresher ink marks, or where he like scratches out the Lionheart name and writes traitor or like coward, almost like he was going back and almost trying to erase his own past, which is impossible. But there's a lot of anger. Some of like the ink is quite spilled as he tapped the pen too hard, or it went through one of the pages. But it's a very nice book where he like as a young boy speaks very highly of Richard and does feel a bit of jealousy towards him, but this, you can sense it now that you know there was jealousy, but right then and there he didn't get it. He just saw himself as competitive, and he had to be better. But like, oh well, but I'll get as good as him one day, which, as you know, sadly didn't happen.
Yoinks.
Yeah. Anything else you want to look around?
I'll check the list. Just see if there's anything.
I didn't catch that at all, darling. So sorry. Can you say that one more time?
I'm just gonna like go through his desk, see if there's anything I can notice about it that's off, or maybe there's something that they didn't pick up yet.
Okay. As someone you would think that he was like, you know, a learned man, there are loads of like there is like places where you probably, you know, someone has been playing with a knife So there are some sort of like little stab marks on the desk. Definitely someone you would think has anger issues or was angry at something and didn't know what to do with themselves.
Okay.
Yep. And then let's go upstairs. Can you, Theoden, and Defil make an investigation check for me, please?
Yes. 19. And then I have plus 3.
Both of you!
Yeah, so it's 22.
22. What about you, Defil? What is it?
18 plus 1, so I have a 19.
19. So 19, and okay, you guys both are quite on it. Is there anything, let's start with you, Diffel, anything specific you want to look for?
What room are we in right now on the top floor?
So when you go up to the top floor, it's pretty much just a bedroom. It's like a huge, when you come up the stairs, it's one big bed, and then there's like a chest in front of the bed. There isn't much, which is quite strange for like a lot of space. It's quite, when you go around, like if the bed is there and there's a chest and you go around like where the stairs go up, there's a lot of space and there's like a window towards like the street. But it's quite bare. So where do you want to look?
Can I look around? Can I look around to see if there's anything like shoved anywhere, like that's like make it hidden?
Okay. You don't see anything shoved per se. You roll quite high. I can tell you what you gathered from your roll. What you gather is that he definitely was alone, or like lived alone. Though the bed was quite huge, it only had like one pillow. So it definitely had, it didn't have a lot of things that just showed that he had anyone else that he lived with or a significant other. You do try to open, I'm guessing, the chest because you see it kind of shoved, but you're guessing it was shoved by maybe the king's guards. As you open it, and you just see like old, like ripped documents. You see some clothes that are left behind. You see some rings that look like, one of them looked like a family crest, as well as just, a couple of a copper in the bottom there. Like, it looked like a chest he just threw stuff in. Anything else you want to look at?
At the moment.
Not at the moment, no worries. What about you, Theoden?
So Theoden eyes a little family crest that just popped up, and he's like, "Oh, keep that. We might need that later." And kind of like looks around. I wasn't asked about the bed situation, but you already said that nothing happened. And you said there was a window?
Yeah.
Okay. Where is it in the room?
It's so it is. The window is towards the street. So if the bed is here, the window is like on the opposite side. But there's a lot of floor space between like the start of where the stairs would be, because there's like a square where the stairs like go up, and there's like rails. So from the rail, from where the stairs are to like the window, there's a lot of empty space.
Okay. So in the empty space, are there like scuff marks of any sort where he could have been like practicing for like swordsmanship or any like weaponry?
Actually, because you rolled that high, as you walk towards the window, you hear a
floorboard.
It's something on the floorboard.
Oh,
you go a bit back
gonna...
and feel that it's quite like, and then you go around it. It feels steady as you again just on one of the floorboards.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my short sword out and I'm gonna try to pry that floorboard open.
Yeah, you do quite easily. As you find a document.
Ooh, what have we here? And I get it out and go look at it.
It seems like a letter. Make a history check.
History. Oh, okay. Oh, shit, I dropped it. Let me try it one more time. 19 plus 4, so 23.
Okay. Good. So it's not a language you know. It is written in a different language, but of what you've learned from your background, you definitely know that this is the language from one of the southern countries. You don't.
Is it a language from like a diplomat, or like is there like a sigil anywhere, or is it like
no? It
seems
quite anonymous, and it definitely looks like the person that wrote it tried to keep himself anonymous.
Smell of paper.
You smell of lavender.
All right. Okay. Okay, and so now that I have that, I'm gonna go to the window.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna try to see if there's like, from where the window is there like any space where it's clearly like this person is stood there for some time, or like evidence where they've like sat there and like watched, like going by, like who did what.
Not that you can.
Is it just like a normal window?
It's just a normal window. You see the streets. You see that there's like the house opposite. Definitely doesn't have anyone there. You don't know if they moved because of what happened. They don't want to be associated with that street, or no one's lived there for a while. But it definitely seems like no one's there. So it's just a normal window.
Okay. And then, are there any other signs in like the bedroom of like hobbies that this person had?
That's why you find it quite weird. It's also strange, you, and especially also you, Diffil, because you're going through his personal belongings. You don't see anything like, oh, sorry, what is that going? You don't see anything of, it can be hobbies. You don't see any cards. You don't see any like checkers, any plays, any board games. You don't see any books that are for fun. You only, there's almost like he was just there.
Okay, so at this point, Theoden kind of leans over to where the stairs are to go talk to Nadia, and he's like, so you're the only one with a key to this place, or is that something that is open to the public?
Nadia looks at, she's like twirling the keys, like, it's because I know people, you know, I just get it when I want to.
So it's not something that people can just get and come in here? You would have known if someone...
Yeah, I would know. It's just me.
Okay. So it seems this person really just dedicated his entire life to plotting revenge of some sort.
Yeah, kind of sad, really. Like, really sad. Like, when I say sad, I mean, like, depressing. Like, who would want to live in a house like this? Like, the bedroom, like the whole floor thing. He could have had so many cool things. He could have, like, been a painter, but whatever. Like, it's just empty, and it's kind of like a waste of space. So he definitely was there. Just, I don't know. It just feels suspicious, as we know.
Revenge does weird things to people. Consumes them. Does anyone check the kitchen?
Wait, Bees is trying to reconnect again.
Oh.
So we're just gonna wait a bit till we got Bees back. Oh no. So, if while we're waiting for our beautiful Bees, anyone wanna talk about anything fun?
I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Actually, while we're waiting for Bees, let's oh, Bees, is that you? No. As we're waiting for Bees, let's go back to Aldian and Seed.
Oh, rip. Okay. Aldian's gone.
Aldian's gone. Let's go to you, Seed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you just spend most of the day in the library, trying to read the books. Is there anything else you want to try to, like, figure out, like, of the people around you, or...?
I'm definitely people watching. Like, I'm looking through the books, and I'm kind of, like, scribbling in my notebook, and I'm writing down any information that I'm hoping will be useful. Mm-hmm. But I'm also just kind of watching people, like, walking around together, and studying together, and just, like, existing together. Mm-hmm. And I actually also, I want to find if there are any, like, records about the royal family, because, like,
yeah,
the concept of the king loving his son this much is very weird to me, and I want to find out more about that.
Yeah, because you rolled quite low like earlier with the books.
Can I try again though?
Not until the next day. Sorry, my love.
Oh, rip.
But you do see, because this is quite obvious. You do see a long line of like history.
Yeah.
So there is like a long family honorable line.
Okay.
Yeah, just waiting for So we're just waiting for bees to be reconnected again, Jules. So let's go to you, to Aljon. So anything else you want to do?
I'd probably stand there and admire the armor for a little while. And then I think he's just gonna wander around, like looking at like the books on the shelves, but not wandering too far from Seed the entire time. Like always close enough that he can have his eye on Seed while he's reading.
Definitely.
But like it's very clear that like Aljon like can't sit still.
Yeah.
It's like he's fiddling with something or going to look at something or picking up a book and then staring at it and then putting it back down because he can't read it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna have to just go back in and out again, just because to reconnect with B again, and then we'll go back to the rest of the game. There we go. And we are back. So sorry for that, guys. But, since we're doing everything online, technical difficulties are, meant to happen. But let's go. Do you have a better connection now, do you think, B? I'm taking that as a yes.
Just bye.
Just bye. Okay. So you're looking at the armor, Aljon, you're trying to stay still, but really can't, as you're just waiting for Seed to try to read these books, but I
mean, I have a reason for why he's fidgety. Like, he's just nervous.
He's just nervous. Yeah, I mean, with all the information that he's gotten, and for the little kid as well, definitely. Okay, as it gets a bit darker, you guys, Nadia's like, come on, we don't want to stay here when it gets dark. I mean, people just love to like try to scorch this house or whatever, so let's just go before that happens to us.
Fine by me, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
I go up to Nadia and I kind of like show her the little letter, and I don't tell her what it is exactly, but I go, do you by any chance recognize this language here? Or would you know someone that would?
She like takes it from you and she's like, looks at it, looks back at you. Definitely know someone who would.
Would you be willing to tell us who that someone is?
Well, since it has something to do with trying to find the little prince, I can see what I can do. Do you mind if I keep this?
Oh! Dang it. I don't trust her, y'all. I don't trust her. Group thoughts.
Nadia, sorry.
No. I kind of take it back from her, and I think for just, safety reason, I think I'll keep it on me just for now, but if you could do some reconnaissance, I would definitely appreciate it, especially since it's all in the effort to find your lovely little prince.
Yeah, definitely. I can figure someone out. Find someone that can probably read it. I mean, there's so many, brainy students everywhere, from, everywhere in the continent, so we'll definitely find someone that knows something.
Good to know.
She, looks at you, Taruk and Diffel, did you guys also have, fun?
I read his diary.
Wow.
Ooh, was there anything juicy in that?
A few things. Yeah, some hatred for the king.
Oh.
Yeah, we all knew that, though. So...
No, nothing noteworthy.
Was there anything mentioned about the prince in there?
Not about the prince, but about his early days with the king.
Okay. So he's quite focused on the king. Nothing else. What a pitiful man.
So it seems.
Well,
Can I ask
obsessed.
Nadia if she has any photos of the man? or paintings or any likeness of them?
And he, the one springing from the tree.
Oh, what did you say, Jules?
Oh, never mind. I'm just saying, if you want to see what he looks like, why don't you just go look at his dead body?
Yeah.
Well, he's currently rotting.
What is he though? 'Cause I asked earlier, and I don't think Kulda answered me because we were too busy talking about him being a piñata.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear. Did he ask if he was like...
Yeah, I asked if he was like decomposing already, or if we could like look at his face. And stuff.
You can see from the distance that you were.
Can we go investigate that next?
Yeah, do you wanna... So you're currently walking towards the castle again.
I'd like to change route towards the tree.
Like, as do you just do a U-turn without saying anything, or?
No, I'm gonna tap Theoden, and I'm gonna say, Theoden, I have an idea, but I need to see his face first.
And I like listen and I'm like, alright. Nadia, hold on just a moment. I think our good friend here, Taruk, might have forgotten something. We'll be right back. Diffel, did you want to join us, or do you want to go with Nadia? Well, we're not leaving yet, but we just need you to stay.
Well, I kept walking a little bit until I heard Theoden calling out, and then I kind of a little spin. You know what? I'll come since you guys aren't walking anymore. I'll come join. Yeah, I kept walking.
Fine, I'll wait here, she says, so she like leans like, I'll wait here until you come back, whatever you guys are doing. So...
Can I say thank you?
Do you ask me if Diffel can say thank you? You can say thank you.
Yeah, can I?
Well, you can do whatever you want, my darling.
Wait, quick question. Are we like in the middle of the street so there's a lot of people around, or are we like somewhere secluded?
This is quite, like, even though there are loads of like houses, it doesn't seem like there are a lot of people here. Mostly you're guessing because of that one house. So this would have been a busy street, but it's not.
I kind of turned to Nadia. I was like, why don't you come and join us? We won't be able to find our way back anyway.
Ugh, fine. As she walks with you.
Okay.
I
don't trust this little beast thing, little markings. She's gonna get snatched if we leave her alone. So we're gonna be walking together.
That's true.
Buddy system.
That's true.
Buddy system.
Yeah, as you walk, she's like, did you guys want to see the tree? Okay, whatever suits your fancy. As you guys go up to the tree, takes you a bit, like maybe like even like it feels a lot longer walking there. You don't know why, probably because the road is so like flat that it just feels a lot longer to walk than usual as the tree grows taller and taller and bigger in front of your eyes. You see there by the tree hanging, now easier to see, an elven man with pale skin, or at least you would have guessed that's what his skin would have been, as it is now of a tint of sickly green, with his neck snapped, hanging, just following the breeze of the wind. There is definitely where there are pikes surrounding the tree where the body is hanging, and you definitely see that the earth that is underneath him looks scorched, as if some superstition that patch is unholy, almost. You would have guessed.
So it's not like
someone's
Oh, no, so someone perhaps like in a ritual of like banishing him to hell, probably, or something like that in D&D world.
Some local tradition.
Yeah, some local like superstition.
Okay.
So with the pikes, you can see also tiny bells as well on some of the pikes. They don't, they're quite like tightly bound. Can some of you three of you make a history check for me, please?
Okay.
I got a 9.
9? Okay.
I got another 19.
19?
Plus 4. 23.
I got a 22.
22.
Plus 3, so I got a 12.
Yeah, so all of you, as you look at the bells, all of you notice and know that this is a superstition that has, is in a lot of other kingdoms that you've seen before, that the bells are almost like also warned of evil, and there is a superstition that if they start ringing, the ghost of the man that is cursed is trying to get through. So it's almost like salt for demons, but it's bells.
Okay.
Gotcha. Interesting.
And Nadia, what was
Lovely
his
little
name?
note of culture.
And she like this is like the first question you've asked, but she's like tightened. It's almost like no one's dared to utter his name, almost like to curse him. She like tightens a bit as she like looks around. I'm not supposed to say because, you know, they superstition and all, but wait, let me see. Okay, she trusts you as she like whispers Geralt into your ear.
Is it what now?
No, it's not the Witcher, don't you worry.
I was like, of Rivia?
No, not Geralt or Rivia. It's just a fun name. So Geralt.
Just Geralt. Okay. Did he have a last name?
Was he big?
He looks, but from what you can see from the body, he is is very skinny. You can definitely think that next to King Richard, he would have looked like a stick.
No. I mean, all body types are extremely valid, but, you know, he has the right to die.
Brooklyn, oh my
I have it in my
God.
notes. I have it in my notes, Nathan. Give me 2 seconds what his last name was.
While everyone's looking at him, I'm gonna be like really looking at the detail of his face.
Okay.
Like puffy, decomposed, rigor mortis face.
Decomposed face.
I want to.
Do you want to roll an investigation check for me, please? Then.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can do that. So that was a 14, but I haven't added the thing because I don't remember what it was. Okay, so a 15.
15. Okay. But his last name was Florenzi. So almost so Florence, but Florence, and then Z, and then an I.
Okay.
Geralt Florenzi.
Wait, Diffel, do you still have the little family ring with the sigil on it? Did you keep that?
You took it, Theoden.
I did?
Yeah,
I thought I took it. Okay, just make sure. I have so many pockets. Things get lost in here, guys.
Write it down, bish. But while you try to find the ring, I'm just gonna go back to Turek because he rolled an investigation. Is there anything specific you're looking at his face for? Like anything specific you're looking for, or details wise?
So I want to know exactly what he looked like before he died.
You definitely get a sense that he wasn't. He was quite average looking. Definitely someone that would have vanished in the crowd. He was quite sharp cheekbones, quite slender, quite opposite from the king and his friend. From what you've read, you definitely see, as well as like personality differences, there was definitely also like a physical difference, and that's also probably one of the things that made him feel jealous.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, quite pale. From what was maybe blonde hair, but now is dirty with almost ashened and spotted black. But once was blonde.
Okay.
Thank
you very much.
No problem. What did you want to see with the ring?
I was just gonna... Don't know if it had any importance to the last name.
Sorry? One more time?
I was just double checking that we had it in case we need to like look at stuff later.
Yeah, you have the ring. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Is that everything you wanted to try to find? Or no? Like, by the tree?
Yeah, you good, Taruk? Are we finished here?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good?
As
All right.
you, let's just quick little. You are back at the castle. You got there safely. You find Aldion and Diffel by maybe the Great Hall or in the library. And Diffel,
Hello,
sorry,
dear.
not Diffel. I mean Seed. I'm so sorry. Seed and Aldion.
They look too much
Back in the
alike.
castle. I'm so sorry. As you guys.
So what did?
Yeah. Share notes.
So what did you two find today? You went to the
Armor.
library, correct? Armor. Oh. Just any armor or just special
It was
armor?
the king's armor. It was very pretty. I liked it a lot.
Oh, lovely. And Seed, what did you find?
Nothing useful.
Useful. All right. How was the library, by the way? You seemed very eager to go there. Big.
It was really pretty.
It was real pretty.
How pretty.
Nice.
What does
it look like?
We might need to go back there soon. We found some interesting things at this little... Yeah, we're going to call it a house because it wasn't really a home, but for this poor, whatever his name is.
What was the house like?
It was sad. This man just... Nothing about him had any sort of personality. He was just so consumed with rage and revenge and this idea of... You could feel the inferiority complex just oozing off of the walls. It just... Ugh, not good. And clearly the townspeople do not like him either.
Yeah.
It's just like... Walking through the town and going from the normal place with the markets and everything and then walking towards this place, it felt like you could feel some sort of... Not like an arcanic energy in the air, but it was just like this feeling of like... You don't want to be there. It's just not a good place to exist and to have positive emotions, and it's
Maybe
not.
he was trapped.
Here's what?
Maybe he was trapped.
I think he might have been trapped by his own fruition, though. Because from what we learned from our good friend Nadia here, who seems to be the eyes and ears of the castle,
As you say,
Is
good friend
that-
Nadia here, she's like, hi.
this man, I love her.
Hey.
It seems this man was, he was given almost too many opportunities to raise his station in this kingdom or to make his life better, but he actually turned them down. So, we couldn't find any other motivation for it than pure spite, which, you know.
Did you find any information on who we could be working with?
Yes, I found a letter under the floorboards, like a little sneaky bastard tried to hide it from us, but I found it.
I see it.
And then at that point, he takes it, of course, and he takes it out of his pocket and he hands it to him. He goes, "Wait, but you can't read."
I'll look at it.
Okay, you could look at it. But just don't read it.
What did it
'cause
say?
I'm gonna look over Aldion's shoulder to kind of like at it too.
Yeah. I want to
See,
also
could you
try and
read
read it.
Can any of you
I know
read it?
I know I can't read it, but like, do I recognize the writing at all, or?
Yeah, what language is it in? I might
Yeah, what
be able to
language
read
is
it.
then?
You all can make a history check for me, please, if you'd like to find out.
Ooh,
I'm ready to
wait,
fail.
including me? Or
That was
I fail.
including me?
I got an
Connor?
18.
16.
Yeah.
Wait. It's good, I think. 18.
Okay.
Okay, I got a 16.
I got it too.
The
Any dice?
DC's quite high on this letter, so
I can't read.
no, you find the scribblings quite pretty. These scribbles are quite different from the scribbles that you're used to see.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay, Aldion, yeah. These are
At least it's
instead of like individual letters, they almost look like little drawings.
Oh, like that.
Yeah. So for you guys, you just know from the ones that 16, 18, and 18. You just know it's from one of the southern countries. You don't know which one. You guys that rolled an 18 feel like there's something off with the writing itself.
Can I make what would it be if I wanted to kind of decode it? Like, I want to see if it's a code, basically.
Oh, that's gonna be really.
Yeah.
Then I would try to roll an investigation check again. I'll let you do that. With disadvantage, though, sadly, because you're doing it in a language you don't know.
Fair. Okay. No. Investigation 8.
You just don't. You just sense that there's something. You and Diffle both like give each other a look, like sensing something's off with this because it's not quite consistent in a way that you're used to seeing. You've like seen, something written in this language before. You just know it's one of those southern countries. You don't know which one. There's something off. You try to like see if it's a code or something, but again, it's in a language you do not know.
So, I hand the paper back to Aldian and I go, I know some of these words. It's a Aiden. Same person. We're the same person. I pulled a U.
Yeah.
But great. all of you do smell, even you, Aldion, the scent of lavender from the letter.
I know some of these words.
Theoden puts it back into his mini pockets.
His mini pockets.
So many pockets.
So many.
I'm also gonna take the ring
pants.
out. I'm gonna take the ring out and I'm gonna turn to Seed. And do you happen to recognize the symbol at all? And I show up a little ring with the sigil.
Do I?
So the sigil is a crow. It's a crow and there's a sword in the middle of the crow, not like stabbing it, but almost like dividing it. That's what you see.
What would I roll?
History.
Nope.
Take it.
I got 14.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 4.
Again, none of you really know or recognize it. It's cool. It looks kind of basic, but at the same time, you've never seen the sword in the middle of it. That makes it a bit more distinct.
I don't know.
Yeah, as it's getting late, Nadia shows you guys to your chambers. She shows you that you all have different rooms. She shows you 5 different rooms for all of you.
Oh, no. No, it's not going to work, unfortunately.
She looks at you guys and okay, you don't want separate rooms?
Nope. It's
I'll
packed.
take a separate room.
Oh, alright, Taruk.
So Taruk,
You're not getting any pumpkin muffins next time. Anyway.
I don't want the pumpkin muffins going on between you and Aldi. Thank you.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you that when you guys were entering the kingdom, Helena made a little. Oh, sorry. Helena stopped shop somewhere in the kingdom. Just so you guys know, I forgot to tell you.
I have nightmares. We're not having sex.
Yeah, dude. This is why you're not the favorite child. This is why you're not the favorite.
There's no hanky-panky happening. Not with my kids around.
I couldn't.
Anyways,
not with my
she'll share a room.
PTSD, I'm not getting busy.
5 of us.
So Taruk.
I wasn't sure.
You know what? Taruk gets his own room because he needs to think about what he's done. Alright? He needs to think about it. He needs to be in timeout.
Alright, so Taruk has his own room. Seed and Diffle, do you guys want to have your own room, or do you want to share with the others?
I mean, I thought we were sharing, but after that whole conundrum, I'm a little... I don't know now.
What does Diffle do? Does she want her own room?
No, she's gonna want to sleep with someone. It's for the company.
I call Nadia.
Oh!
Do you say that
Just
out
because
loud?
you want hanky panky.
I will say that out loud. I'll say that out loud. I'll say it out loud.
She's right here!
Yeah, no, that's why. That's why. She tries to laughs at that.
Okay, that's fair.
This is kind
That's
of the first time
understandable.
you guys have seen
Big
her
mockery.
smile as well. She's quite like stoic.
Oh.
Okay, so
Well, at least I
Seed,
got a smile. That's important.
what do you want a separate room, or do you want to share with the others?
I don't want a separate room, but if you want me to go, I'll go to a different one.
Your sound is a bit distorted. I couldn't hear anything you were saying.
I don't want a separate room, but if you want me to go, I'll go to one.
We don't want you to go.
No!
Look what you did, Taruk. Look what you did.
Sorry, everyone.
Split up the family.
I like company.
As Nadia just looks at all of you like bickering about it, she's like, right, okay.
I did not have company for many, many years, and now I have company. It's nice.
Right, okay, I don't really know your
Theoden just
history,
goes-
and I don't really care, to be honest.
Theoden just goes, eat and grabs him, and he's just like, precious child. Too good for this world.
Nadia like looks at you, Taruk, and opens a door like, this is then your room.
Thank you. I'm just gonna walk in.
I'm not gonna join you as she closes the door.
That's fair. That's fair.
I love her. I love her now.
Oh, you got
Yes.
As
He's
she
just gonna shrug and get in bed.
as she like goes a bit down the hall and finds a lot bigger room that has like 6 beds, because it's mostly like for traveling troops and like bards and stuff like that. So she opens and it has 6 single beds, which is of course a lot more than you guys are used to. So yeah, you guys find 1 bed each as the night arrives.
Theoden's already gonna be pushing a bed.
We push our beds together
Yeah, it's already unspoken. We got it.
immediately.
I love it. It's just muscle memory at this point.
Okay.
Husbands need to cuddle.
Exactly.
Seed.
Hmm?
Can you make a perception check for me, please?
I can sure try. Not 20!
Okay. I'm gonna.
Finally!
Right coming through, thank you!
I'm writing to you something.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
here.
now I'm
Oh, it's
prepared.
secret.
Oh, my.
secrets.
Oh boy.
You just noticed this. Just gonna put it there.
Okay.
Share with the
Okay.
class.
You don't. If you feel like this is important or not, probably not. But do you just notice this?
Yeah. I'll take a second to kind of like lean up again. There's a window, right?
No, yeah. There's a huge window.
Yeah. I'll kind of like take a second to like lean up against the window and kind of like just look around, like
Yeah.
take everything in.
As you stand there and look out the window, do the rest of you go to sleep?
I think Theoden's gonna take out that letter and like that kind of ring and just kind of like look at them for a while. Can't really read it, but he's just like something about it just doesn't sit right with him.
Okay. You're just looking at it. You don't see anything new. Taruk, can you also make a perception check for me, please?
Of course. Am I about to get murdered in my sleep?
You deserve. No pumpkin muffins
15?
for you.
18.
Oh, thank you.
As ooh, what is that
Ooh.
sound?
Who is that?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, either way, you definitely hear something.
Oh.
Taruk, as you're alone in your bed,
Did the music change?
you definitely sense something as you kind of twist and turn in your bed. You also like, as you twist and turn, that you see, oh, Jules, the thingy's coming from you, just so you know.
I can't hear anything. I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna.
Okay, no problem. As you, Taruk, turn and you look underneath your not that one. Door is the thing I was looking for. You see like a shadow walking. That is all you see.
Is it on its way to our room? Is that what I'm hearing?
Can I see what direction it went? Did it go the direction we came from, or the direction they went further down the hall?
Direction, so it'll be towards their room, definitely.
Okay. Huh. Can I try and open the door kind of quietly and like look out past this thing? Just to see what it is?
Yeah. So.
Do I need to make a roll for that?
Maybe.
Did anyone lock the door?
Can you please, are you trying to be quiet?
Yes, I don't want the thing to notice me.
Can you please make a stealth check for me, please?
I don't even know what my stealth modifier is.
I'm so scared.
I have anxiety.
I know. I don't like it.
I hope that I can save you guys if this is a thing that you need to be saved from. I don't know. +2. 16.
Bruh.
Okay. As
Bruh.
let me see.
Is this the haunting of House Hill? We got the Bitnik.
Okay.
We got some creepy ass ghosts.
As you open the door, you're quite confident that you're quite stealthy. As you see something dark and almost gangly walking down the corridor. You
Lady.
also sense. You also see some muddy, almost animalistic footsteps as you walk, but it doesn't look human footsteps. As you see it just walking slowly down the corridor. Right now it does not seem, from what you notice, it looking for something. It is just walking.
I feel like I'm about to make a mistake right here. I'm really sorry, guys. I don't know if this is the right move or the wrong move.
There is no right or wrong move in D&D. Whatever you feel is right is what you do.
That's a goddamn lie. Don't kill yourself.
Exactly.
Hey, whatever the dice say is what the dice say.
Well, I'm gonna cast Message to Seed. Because I can do that for a pretty good distance. And I'm going to hopefully see he's awake. I'm going to say there's something very strange and gangly walking down the hall towards you guys. And I'm going to kill it if you don't respond in the next 5 seconds.
Seed?
Yeah.
With the note that I said that you noticed before, I want to say that you kind of make an assumption. You also, kind of because you were looking kind of everywhere, you did also notice, of course, Hermia's little books and things flying around, and you did see the word of what I think you know, kind of scribbled in her notes. I'm just gonna put that.
Totally out of character. Is this a Wendigo?
Huh? No.
You're not supposed to say it!
Yeah. I don't know. Is
Come
it?
on, my man!
I've watched Supernatural for years. I'm wondering if that's what it is.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to say the name.
No, that's a conversation for another
Kill
day,
it.
but legitimately, you're not supposed to say the name.
It's a First Nations thing. You're not supposed to say the name.
I didn't know that.
Huh?
Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
It's
Even bracket, name bracket. Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh, that's.
What if we sent him
What happens if you do?
a lot of mythological creatures from First Nations stories are the name a lot of the power derives from the name. So when you're calling it out by the name of the creature, you're like drawing it towards you. So you're never supposed to say the name. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna. Well,
Yeah, so you
I'm
don't
gonna
say the
say
name.
because you don't need to say the
Great.
name again. It is. I didn't know that either. The more you know. But it is not that.
Yeah, well,
vicious.
now I live alone, so this is good.
You have your dog.
Oh, you.
You better watch
Yeah,
out.
I do
Okay.
have my dog. I do have my dog.
Seed.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I hear the message.
Yeah.
Do I? Okay. Shit. Fuck. Hang on. All right.
You can reply to the message still.
Yeah, you can reply to the message. If someone sends you a message, you can reply with a message.
Thank you, not the brave.
You can respond to this message. Yeah. Sorry.
You can respond to the message. I think I also have message. That's funny. Okay.
Are you gonna respond to him or not?
Yeah, we gotta.
I will.
There's a time frame on
Just
this.
let me know if you let that 5 seconds go, because
I
I'm gonna assume it got to you first. You guys don't
I-
talk.
don't do nothing until I get there, and then I'll I guess I'll head over to the door and I'll try to see what's going on.
Okay. Do you try to
That's a
open the
stupid
door?
idea.
You're not gonna shoot it, yes. You're not gonna tell your dad.
Well, the rest of you don't know this. Well, Seed goes. You go up to the door. Can you do you try to do this stealthily?
Yes.
I have a spell ready, okay?
Yeah.
Like, I'm ready to, like, hammer this thing. I'm just waiting for the moment.
Okay.
Nat 20 again.
Thank God. Oh my God.
Look.
That's pretty good because I also rolled really high. So
You can't
Oh
see
my
it. It says D20.
yeah, it says D20. I trust you. I trust you, baby. I trust you. So you very confidently feel that you're quite stealthy as you quietly open the door. You have your hand pressed to the door as well to make as a minimum sound as possible as you open. Your head peeks out, and as the thing is coming towards where you are, not noticing you yet, you see its glowing eyes looking around as a big snout and gangly teeth, yellow almost in the pale moonlight, as you hear a growl as it's slowly walking down, as you know Seed is a werewolf.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Okay. I'm going to real quick just.
Ooh!
What? Who died? Myth!
Myth?
Y'all, I got booted right when you said something about a growl. I never been so
Yeah. My whole thing froze, and then Myth was gone and came back.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
Seed.
legitimately so scared right now.
Seed, you see the werewolf before you. What
What's a werewolf?
do you do?
It must have been out whenever that was mentioned.
Okay. I'm going to, I have a piece of leather like wrapped around my wrist. I'm gonna touch it real quick and cast mage armor. So I have a little bit more AC.
Yeah.
And I'm going to. So the creature is
He hasn't seen you yet.
hasn't seen me. Which is it? It's definitely heading towards this room, though.
No, not this room. It's just heading down the corridor.
Okay. And I can't tell like where it's going.
Since you roll quite high on stealth, you do feel brave enough to peek around a bit more.
Yeah.
It definitely just seems like it's just going down the corridor.
Oh, what was that violin shred?
I know,
there?
I didn't
What
like
was
that.
I don't like that.
Her footsteps coming up the stairs.
Also, does anyone else know that this is happening, or is he just like going on a
It's-
one-man expedition here to the door?
Taruk is aware.
Taruk
Taruk
and
is aware.
Seed are the only ones that are aware of the situation at hand. The rest of you
Okay.
are either just cuddling in bed or, you know,
What's cuddling? We're about to die.
yeah, you differ. Maybe you're just looking at the letter really, and you're looking at.
That's on y'all for not wanting to share a room.
Hey,
Exactly. Is the ring okay? Quick side question: is the ring silver?
The ring is silver.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna slide that thing on real quickly. You know.
You're asleep.
smart.
Okay, so.
Okay.
What do you do?
Here's what I want to do. I'm going to pull my crossbow out from my back.
Yeah.
And I'm going to shoot a bolt like as far down the hallway as possible, away from, like make a noise as far away from us as possible, so that hopefully it'll go and chase the noise.
Okay. I need to make a sleight of hand check
Okay.
because that is going to
and
take a
that's
sleight of hand. You taking out something to shoot to
Yeah.
try to distract it. That's a sleight of hand.
And then I also want to cast a message at
Okay.
Aldion. And I want to
So which one do you want to do
just go-
first?
message. I want a message first.
Okay. Aldion, you hear this in your head. As Seed
Wake up,
casts
wake
it.
up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, 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 up,
Leon's
up,
like, he like bolts straight up out of bed, like axe already in his hand, and turns to Theodore and goes, "Seeds needs us!" and books it out into the hallway.
Into the hallway?
Oh,
Into the
Not
hallway.
out, but
Into
like
the
towards
room.
Seed.
He's in the room! Seed's in the room!
To where
Okay.
Seed is. To where Seed
Seed
is,
is-
not out into the hallway.
He's
As
I don't have a map. I don't know where things are.
No worries, that's fine.
As
Give me
Albion
a
does this,
second.
the velocity and veracity at which he gets up just catapults Theoden just like off the bed, where he just like thoinks. He was not prepared.
Because you made because you make quite a sound.
Ooh,
Can
He's very
because-
light though.
Yeah,
he's
no,
very
I was
light.
thinking about Aldion.
Oh, Albion.
Because Aldion says Seeds need us, runs to where Seed is, which is, obvious because you don't know what's happening.
Yeah. I'm on the floor right now.
Yeah, as you're on the floor, dunk on the floor. Can you, Aldion, please just make a stealth check for me, please? I just want to see how quite or not quite.
if I notice this,
Oh, no.
can I make an attack before the werewolf does?
You are not.
If I notice the
close.
commotion,
You don't notice. You're not close enough to notice the commotion per
Got an
se. You got an 8.
okay.
Okay, if I kill the thing, I kill the thing.
That's okay. As you do that, trying to protect Seed, of course, obviously not knowing what's going on.
My baby.
Yeah, you run over as he hears the thunk. You see it as you're looking at it, and you also, Taruk, you notice this as well. You just see it halt as it
I'm ready to kill it.
as it growls a bit. It's
I'll wear
like
its skin like a coat.
as it like
You know.
sniffing around, and then his eyes fixes on you, Seed. And I need you all to roll initiative.
All of us? All of us?
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's the first time I've ever rolled well on initiative.
Got 10.
Wait, give me a second.
Oh god, this music.
Brought to you by Soundtail. Where's my pen?
Yo, I've never been this stressed in my life. It's like the circus all
No,
over
I
again.
don't know.
My
That
stress
circus was
went
stressful as
down
hell. That
The
circus
second
was
I'm
not
allowed to
fun.
kill it. I'm like nervous when I can't do anything, but now that I'm allowed to attack it, I'm like ready to go.
Yeah.
I wanted to just like
catapulted
attack it
as
as
soon
soon
as
as
my
it changed its
computer-
behavior in any way, but
Okay.
My computer booted me, and I felt my anxiety just go through the roof. And I was like, what is happening?
Yeah. Okay, so 25 to 20. Okay, 20 to
I didn't do
15.
that good. 18.
18. Okay.
It's about time, guys. Someone be happy for me,
Okay,
please.
15 to
How do you-
10.
A 10.
Proud of you.
Oh, sorry. Oh, shit. Diffle.
That's 16, sorry.
16, no problem. Jules? 10. Okay, so does anyone have above 16? No? Okay, so Diffle. 16. 10. What did you get, Seed?
11.
11.
No, 12, sorry.
12.
12.
And what did you get, Theoden?
Yeah.
I got a 2.
Never mind, I'm not getting it. Bad
Oh,
Seed.
Theoden.
So 12.
brain's just
Theoden's on the floor. He probably hit his head a little bit. He's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And not having a great night.
Okay.
Not having a great night.
Leon's a little too jumpy when you wake him up.
As
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As the wolf rolled highest.
Oh
Okay.
no!
As it's looking at you, Seed, it's gonna leap, and it's gonna not bite, but use its claws at you. So,
Oh no! Not my baby.
that'll be an 8, so that does not hit. As it lunges its long, gangly limbs at you, it tries to catch you, and you can just hear like almost a snarl and a growl as it's looking angrily into your eyes, animalistic. You know that werewolves are humans, you know, just cursed sadly by this horrible curse. But right now, there is nothing human in its look at this moment because, you know, it's a werewolf. And as I told Seed earlier, it is a full moon.
Oh, thanks.
Why didn't you tell us?
Because I didn't want all of you to catch it.
No, I was talking to Seed. I was talking to Seed.
Wait, sorry, I missed it. I was reading my sheet.
That's okay.
It's a full moon.
See, I went to the door
Yeah.
thinking that Nadia was going to be there, and instead I met a fucking werewolf, and no one told us it was a full moon.
You can still get railed by a wolf. That's fine.
Okay. The next one up is you, Turek.
I'm going to be so mad if it's Nadia.
Oh, sorry, rough.
I'm hoping it's not Nadia, but I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb at this thing,
Okay.
which I should probably try and find out what my modifier is. Okay, 15 plus 7, 22? 22?
Yeah,
think that's 22.
that definitely hits. Roll damage.
Okay. I'm going to roll it on D&D Beyond since that's a lot of dice. And it is 17.
All
I'm going to do
right.
17 thunder damage.
Do you want to? I have it ready.
Dang.
Where's the thunder? Where's the thunder? Wait, I had it ready. Oh shit! Shit! I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. Sorry.
The thunder is just for you. I know you love that sound effect.
I know. Play.
Kind of like
Nice.
the violin music went on.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's taking away the anxiety.
Thunder
One
damage.
swing at a time.
So as you do that, the chromatic orb goes and hits the wolf as it like howls in pain, like howling and growling again, as it now, like almost like looking at you angrily, like looking down, like curled it up. It's a disgusting, lanky feature now that you see it closer, Taruk. The fur, like almost like matte and disgusting, and it's just a very frightful and disgusting sight.
Ooh.
Okay, good job. Next one up is Diffle.
Can I be a distraction for someone else's round? I want to roll a
We're
bar.
not having a martyr complex here. We're not having that here.
Let me wait.
Yeah.
Diffle, can you please explain what you want to do, step by step, just so I know if you're able to do this?
So I want to pose myself up as bait so that the the werewolf has eyes on me for a moment, so the person after me can do a sneak attack. No
You have
boo.
the furthest away, and it's already looking at me.
Yeah, I'll run in front of you, do a little chicken dance, and then he'll watch.
You're gonna go around the werewolf.
He'll look at me instead,
I'm
and then
already the furthest away.
Are we in like a tiny hallway?
No, it's quite a long hallway. But
Okay.
you know what? It's fine. Diffle. That's what you want to do. Let's definitely do that. So if you could please roll. What do I want you to roll? I want you to roll a persuasion check.
Ah, yes!
Because you are trying to persuade or like the beast to, because you're trying to get his attention and try to persuade them to look at you instead.
Okay, well I got 19 plus 5 equals 24. There you go. Chicken dancing it out. You can't stop me.
Okay.
You can't stop me. He has nothing on my persuasion.
Okay, as you run around, almost in a lap around the wolf in front of Taruk, you just stare at this werewolf. Like, there is nothing. You know your god is on your side, and the paladin, your paladin ego, like cockiness, which is definitely helping right now, makes you like, hey! Like, shout at it, trying to get his attention, and it definitely works as attention goes away from you, Taruk, and onto Diffle. And it's definitely not amused. Alright. Next up is Seed.
Okay.
And since Diffle is doing this, you get advantage on your roll.
Please roll high. Please roll high.
I'm gonna do my best. I am going to. What am I gonna do?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Seed?
I'm going to throw my hand out, and my eyes go black, and I'm going to cast Shatter. So can the werewolf use the feed and throw?
Yes. That'll be a 16.
Motherfucker! All right.
It just feels something and then shakes it off as it's still eyes glowing,
Oh, wait a
burning.
minute. It still takes half damage on a successful save.
Good. Okay, cool.
Okay. So that's going to be. I'm rolling it on D&D Beyond because that's a lot of dice. It is 12 points of damage halved to 6. It's 6 points of thunder damage.
6 points.
We all do thunder.
Where is it? 6 points of thunder damage. You guys make me so happy.
Yeah.
It's just for you.
Thank you. As it again just hits it, but it's still its eyes are pierced, and when it's ready, it's gonna leap on Diffle. Next one up is Aldion.
So I'm gonna go into a rage, obviously.
Yes, go into a rage.
And I'm going
It's the
to
calmest thing you've said all night.
attack it, obviously. So, scroll down. Forget how this works. Okay.
Because it went in a rage, I'm gonna give you an epic fight sound.
Okay. I got 17.
17 hits.
Okay, cool. And then I roll D12. Remember which one's a D12? I think it's this one. Yes. Okay. Got 7 points damage.
7 points of slashing damage or bludgeoning?
Yeah, I don't know. It just
That's
says
no problem.
damage.
No problem. Damage. Do you want to describe how you do it?
I'm running at it, screaming,
As you
hitting it with my axe.
run at it,
Pretty simple.
screaming, hitting with your axe, leap into the air as you slice it. It doesn't slice as deeply, but it definitely gets something out of it as it winces again in pain and roars. looking like at everyone now, ready to leap at the next person that tries to hurt him. He is now not distracted by you anymore, Diffle. Okay, Theoden, your turn.
Yeah. Great. The weakest character now gets his full attention. So I have the letter, and it has a lot of lavender, and you said earlier that the smell was really, like, overwhelming.
Not overwhelming.
Would it be to him, though, because he's a werewolf, and so the snout senses are already,
Yeah?
like...
Wait,
yeah?
let
Okay.
let me see. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so, Theoden's flustered, and he just has the letter, and it just goes, and, like, wafts the smell over to him, so maybe it'll calm him down a little bit. Who knows?
A little bit of
Okay.
Does that work? Does that work?
therapy.
Can I roll that?
Yeah, roll.
Persuasion? Because I'm persuading him to calm down?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm like, calm
yeah,
down!
let's do that. Let's do persuasion. I don't know if that's the right roll, but let's do that.
Okay. I got a natural 20.
Yeah, it is definitely now. It's
And I have
it's
plus
like
7 persuasion.
you can see him
So
like
it's
getting
27.
yeah. So it definitely like stops. He was like looking at Aldion and stops. He like smells into the air, and his eyes and growls like go smaller as he looks straight onto you and the letter of the smell overfilling it. And as
And I do have the ring on. I do have that ring on with the hand that I'm
Okay.
using to wave.
okay,
I don't know if that...
but it's the wolf's turn.
Okay.
Oh no.
As
No.
it is now going to leap at you, Theoden. And that is a natural 20.
Oh no.
Why is it always Theoden?
It's always Theoden, man.
This Theoden always tries
Every
to
villain looks
reason
at
with
me
it.
and goes, I want that twink obliterated!
I want that twink obliterated.
Okay. Okay, so.
Y'all, I tried. I tried.
As I'm just gonna, it's
You're
gonna, yeah. Okay. Okay, so
But
as
she's counting.
as it goes up after you, it leaps onto you and slashes with its claws as it takes 12 points of slashing damage at you.
Where does it slash? My
Just-
face?
no, not your face, your chest.
Face.
Because your chest was open as you were trying to like do that, so it definitely like slashes your chest and gets a part of your arm as well. It goes like as it gets. So one claw goes on your chest and the other one on your arm where you were holding the letter.
Jesus Christ, okay.
And with that, it's Tariq's turn.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. We're gonna do this again. Is its back turned to me right now?
It is.
So, could I do that?
Do what?
Well, who was it? Aldian got to do a sneak attack.
Advantage
his back is
because-
turned.
No, he got an advantage because Diffle was distracting him.
Okay, so he's not distracted right now
No,
like that.
no, not like that.
Just regular attack.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. Just
I'm
because
still
Diffle-
gonna chromatic orb the fuck out. Of this
Oh,
guy.
definitely. Go do it.
Okay. So, I'm praying on these dice. 18 plus 7, 25.
Definitely hits. Roll damage.
D&D Beyond, don't fail me now. 21.
Yeah, 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage.
As you again,
Lightning
you see.
type this time.
Well, I don't have lightning, so it'll be thunder.
Thunder is the same thing.
Yeah, true.
It's just. It's a package deal.
There we go, with an energy spell. As it goes and hits him, You, Theoden, you've just been cut by, slashed by this beast, as you can see it almost flinging to, the end of the hall, as you see this insane orb just hitting him in the back as he tumbles and he winces again, looking up. He looks hurt, looking up, now flaring, ready to again leap at anyone that is trying to attack it again. Right, how much damage was it again? 21, right? Yeah.
21.
Okay, amazing. So next up is Diffle. Diffle, what do you want to do?
I'm going to do a stick.
Oh, sorry? That's fine. Diffle, what do you want to do? Are you gonna do...
I'm gonna do a staggering smite on him.
Amazing, okay. Roll d20 to see if you hit.
I got an 18.
18 definitely hits. Roll damage.
Okay.
Stop lighting things on fire, dude.
Okay, I got and then 4d6 for psychic damage.
Okay. Just take your time. Do the math.
3, 7. What's 7 plus 5? Is that 11?
It's a 12.
12.
12.
So as you do that,
16.
how do you want to do this, Diffle?
Yeah. So where am I behind him? Where am I in the room?
You're further away, so the beast is looking at you since Taruk did smite him with the thing, as it's looking towards you right now. So you just run up. Tell me what you're gonna do. How do you want to do it? How do you want to end it?
I'm ending it?
Yeah, that's how. Yeah. What you want to do is...
I'm taking my sword, I'm running, I'm doing a spin jump in the air, I'm taking the sword, and I'm slashing him. I don't know what piece of the body I'm slashing, but I'm slashing him.
Decapitate him.
Alright.
Yeah, I can decapitate him.
But whatever you want to do. Okay, let's see. So, as you run, you see the beast in front of you. You just take your sword and you start running as you are angry that he has even hurt your friends. You do the you jump and you spin, and almost in a slow motion with the sword in your hand, you feel as if almost someone is guiding it with you. As you feel the sword slash through him. And it's almost like the rest of you see like a radiating light coming from the wound that she has slashed as she jumps back, blood spilling from where the wound was, as the werewolf stands there for a second. And you don't know what's going on, as it suddenly limps back down on the ground. Dead in front of you.
It's dead? Oh no.
Yes. Does the body change back to who it was before, or does it stay the wolf?
It's the hotkey.
Or will we have to wait until the...
It's the king.
I'd be so mad if we just killed the king.
What if it's the king's?
I'm just gonna be mad if it's Nadia. If it's Nadia, I'm gonna be pissed.
As you guys go towards the beast, it slowly but certainly turns into a human again.
Okay.
It has pale skin. It's a male.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
It's a bigger male. Muscles, definitely. He looks quite common. As what used to be his eyes that were wolf-like are now kind and warm.
Oh no, why'd you say kind?
Does anyone wanna, as a, you Diffle, since you were there in front of the body, you see something peeking out of his pocket.
Have I got in my pocket?
I take it?
Okay, it is a letter.
Oh no.
Do you read it?
Yes.
It goes something in the lines of, Dear Hermia, I have tried to find you for the longest time as I have traveled far from home to try to reach you. As something horrible has happened in the town, there was a curse that struck me and most of the others. I know that you are now a court healer in the kingdom of Braveland, as I've come now to try to seek for your help. And it seems that, sadly, he turned into a werewolf that night, not knowing, forgetting that it was full moon as he was trying to reach, as it's signed from your dear brother, Cassian.
Oh no!
I killed your brother!
Which is, is actually Rin's OC in the medieval tag.
That's not good.
Yeah, oh. That's gonna be awkward.
Well, let's take her to the healer. Hey, the healer said that she did revivify before. Let's take her to the healer. Let's take this guy to the healer.
How about Theoden goes to the healer?
dead.
Can Theoden go? He's like open wounds, bleeding out,
What do you
really
guys,
low on health.
what do you guys want to do?
I say we need
to take him to the
Yeah.
healer.
Yeah.
Okay, as you guys start running, you take the body as you just start running down. I'm guessing to the healer. Oh, what do you want to do, Myth?
Shim. Cuz swipes me when he was a werewolf.
No, you won't. If he bites you.
Okay, cool. All right, we're good now.
Ooh, we got a little nervous.
You're okay. You're okay.
I got a little nervous there.
I would have told you to make a Constitution saving throw if he would have bitten you.
Okay.
So you would have known. As you guys take the wolf, not the wolf, but what once was a werewolf, the limp body of Cassian, you run with him down to where you remember Hermia was, and as you kind of gathered, she is most likely sleeping there, as she has sleepless nights. You guys burst into the door, I'm guessing, with him, and you see, as you burst in, Hermia in her nightgown wakes up like almost in a rapid fire. Her hair is everywhere. What do you guys do?
We need help. This guy is a werewolf. I think he's your brother. Try him.
She just looks at and she just gasps, Cassian! As she tries to like reach for him, seeing the blood wounds and like, oh god, as she tries to like, get him on there right now! As she like just starts barking orders at you.
I'm gonna put him on the thing. Whatever the thing is.
Okay. She's like, she tries to
Is there a
stop
way
the
for me-
wounds.
Is there a way for me to contact like Merlin or anyone else? Is there like
you
a bell I can ring?
There is actually a bell you can
Something?
ring. That is,
Okay, I'm gonna ring the bell.
it takes a couple
Ding
of
dong,
minutes.
bitch, we got problems.
Take a couple of minutes as you see Merlin with her, like, that her hair is also, like, everywhere, thinking, you know, that Hermia needed help. Sees you with the most disappointed, disgusted face on a look, Jesus fucking Christ, what do you want? I'm not gonna sleep with you.
No. Oh my god, alright, first of all, I have my hand over my chest because it hurts like a bitch. I'm like, look, we've had our issues, but your friend that needs your help, and none of us know what to do. So
she like
please,
looks
help
over
her.
and she just like pushes you away, definitely hitting the wounds.
Ow. Ow. Watch it.
As she goes over to where Hermia is and is trying to see if they can heal him. They start barking, like Hermia starts barking orders at Merlin. Merlin knows that she's not going to take this personally as they try to patch him up again.
Can I take then like off to the side a little bit and like kind of him up a little bit, but like make sure like we're out of the way?
Yeah, definitely do that. I'm just doing a couple of rolls.
How many healing potions do we have?
You have 2 right now. But that won't really help him because you pretty much KO'd him. So. Okay. So what do you guys
killed
want
the
to do?
werewolf. Are they now cured?
Well, but did you guys want to, was it Theod and Aldian, did you want to go to corner and talk? Was that a thing, or?
I'm just gonna just clean up in a little bit. Like, I'm gonna patch him up a little bit, make sure he's not bleeding out anymore. Also, just like, make sure we're out of the way.
Okay, cool. As you, can you do a medicine check for me, please?
Yes, I can.
If you're not using a healing potions.
I got 4.
Yeah.
My fingers are too big.
Just of us trying to
He keeps like actually
Yes.
stabbing me in like the
Yeah.
things like like with his like claws.
How many points of damage do you take from Aldian's attempt to help you?
No, because it wasn't a natural one. He doesn't take any damage.
Thank God.
Just not very good.
Thank God.
Seed, what do you want to say?
It's not very good.
I wanted to help with wrapping up Theoden's wounds.
Okay, do you want to make a medicine check for me, please?
Yes.
There's a better option.
Can I assist?
It's a 10.
Yeah, it takes a bit of
enough.
time. It's not the best. You don't gain any healing potions, but the bleeding's at least stopped. Theoden.
I can handle that. That's good.
Okay, as it takes a long time for Merlin and Hermia to do anything, as she is like flicking through her books and the notes as things are like falling out of place and like pages are flying everywhere, trying to find out what she did when she tried to revivify someone without actual magic, which again she said was a messy situation that she didn't want to do again. She does try. The first attempt is unsuccessful, as she angrily just screams, like throwing one of the books, and tries to find another book. After an hour, that is also unsuccessful. As she paces around,
Is there a way for me to inspire her so that I can make it successful?
I've already
Or is
made
this just
I'm already made the rules. As
okay?
as she tells Merlin to get one of the wizards up that are more clever, and gives, as she takes out what looks like a diamond. As another student, again in their nightgowns, comes running down, she gives them the diamond and, you know, starts talking about the revivification spell. As you all just feel that the almost becomes quiet. As you all just wait for something to happen. As the spell, like the little diamond, shatters into small, little glittering pieces, going like almost shining across the body. You see that the wounds are healing slowly, though it doesn't seem like he is gaining any conscience yet. As he suddenly gasps for air.
Oh my god.
Oh my God!
Jesus, I am sweating so much
I'm
right
so
now.
sad.
Good lord.
He was gone.
As he gasped for air, I actually rolled 2 fail death saves of 2 failure death saves, and I was like,
Oh my
fuck,
God!
because I rolled 3 times.
Oh my
As
god.
you can see Hermia just crying as she just wraps her arms around her brother's neck. And you're just seeing a family reunion. Everyone's
Cute.
covered in blood and sweat and just the stress of it all. So yeah.
I quickly run to the bathroom again.
Yeah, you can quickly run to the bathroom.
Thank you.
So what do you guys want to do now that you see?
I'm awkwardly standing in the back.
Yeah,
Me
me too, because I'm in pain. Because
Um,
I want to have them have their moment, but I feel like we need to ask this dude questions. But he just came back to life, so that can wait. That can
Yeah,
wait for a
after
bit.
we all attacked him.
Yeah.
Can we say something like, we'll have questions for you in the morning, but you guys probably should take the night? Like,
Yeah,
is that a thing we can say?
yeah, definitely if you want to.
Like,
Seed, what do you want to say?
I just kind of want to awkwardly shuffle up to them, and, keeping my distance a little bit, and just, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hermia looks at you and like down at her brother, and she's like wiping away her tears, like, you guys wouldn't know. I mean, if he was a werewolf, he would have attacked you, and if he'd bitten you, you guys would have been a werewolf. It's just a messy situation, I guess. As she's like sniffing, trying to look professional, but failing miserably.
Can Aldion like put a hand on her shoulder and be like, "We're still sorry, though."
Cassian looks at you guys like, appreciate that. Like his voice is a bit like thin and up, just because, you know, doesn't quite, trying to still gather his senses. Taruk, what did you want to do?
Zayden's gonna walk up to...
Oh, sorry, just, so sorry, my darling. Taruk?
Megan.
I'm just watching this happen. I feel really bad for all the murking of this dude that I did.
Yeah, no worries.
I just
stand there. You're probably standing next to Diffel, then both of you standing in a corner, just not knowing what to do next to each other. Theoden.
I look really guilty.
Yeah, Theoden's gonna walk up, keep his distance though from Merlin, and like get her attention, and like, ouchie is hurt, but it's just like, well done. That was quite. Like he's hurt, but he's like, good job.
He
like very much impressed.
Does he say that to Merlin or Hermia, or who does he say it to?
He says it directly to Merlin, but he like also gestures over to Hermia, and he's like, you two are quite something together. Your skills are incredible.
Merlin like looks at you, and for the first time, genuinely says, "Thanks," as she's wiping the blood of her hands from a cloth.
Cute.
All right. As this happens, do you guys stay down here, or do you guys go back to your rooms?
Theoden's going. He's like, I'm tired. He's leaving them to have their little moment. They clearly
back
need
to the
it.
rooms.
Yeah, Hermia, as you guys are going out, she's like, I would love to ask you some questions tomorrow, or whenever you guys are ready. Just a couple of questions about it. I'm just trying to find a specific cure. So it'd be nice to know what you guys witnessed firsthand.
Theoden's like, lavender definitely works, but not for long. And then like...
She looks at you
goes
like
out.
she looks at you like puzzled and just ignores it.
Yeah. At that point, Theoden just goes over to Aldion. He's like, oh my god, these scratches are so deep. I don't know if I can walk.
Aldion picks him up in a bridal carriage.
Beautiful.
So dramatic.
Cute.
Alright.
He's like, I'm injured. I get to be dramatic. Do you see all this blood? It ruined my favorite shirt.
Alright. As the two of you go to your bed, and Taruk, you go to your own bedroom. Seed and Diffel, you find your own beds as well. As though difficult it might be, you find yourself drifting into sleep as we end this tonight's session.
Oh my gosh, thank you. That was
so good.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah.
I was so stressed. It was
For
good.
killing an innocent man.
Yeah,
Thank God.
Yeah.
He didn't die.
Wow, thank you so much everyone for watching our second episode of the Brutal Brotherhood. This campaign, the next episode for this campaign will be in 2 weeks, as next Saturday will be the next episode of The Wayward Wanderers, when we will see what happens on
Yeah.
scene. So hopefully you'll tune into that as well, and thank you so much for joining us on this adventure, and we'll see you all next time. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.